The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
When Child's Play broke out in the theaters in 1988, director Tom Holland knew he had a winner on his hands. Not only was it scary, it was inventive, with a state-of-the-art special effects, animatronic style. Then, much like A Nightmare on Elm Street, while the original succeeded on these tropes, the sequel found itself in middle ground between the original and what it would ultimately become, an antagonist with a need to tell a joke every time he appears on screen. Out went the scary, and in came the humor. We didn't seem to mind, and the box office receipts can prove it. Now, Seed of Chucky director Don Mancini has officially confirmed he is writing a new Chucky film, and not only does he want it to make Chucky scary again a callback to Nightmare 5 when they attempted this same thing, but he's also gunning for a full theatrical release. He is modeling the film from Curse of Chucky, claiming that the tonal shift from humor to horror is the shot in the arm the franchise needed. But that could be said about any horror franchise. Mancini also did the Chucky teleseries that ran for 3 years, and that was fun. Sci-fi killed it just when it was getting good, and it made me interested in Chucky again. Okay, Sarah, Sarah. So do you think Mancini can make the impossible possible? It's possible. And welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome to the 716th episode of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is a stake through the heart of horror and pop culture. We wade through piranha-infested waters of streaming, VOD, and cult cinema in an attempt to find hidden gems to discuss so you can make informed viewing decisions. Episodes are streamed live every Thursday night around 8 p.m. Eastern on trickortreatradio.com. And then the audio podcast is released on all podcast platforms on Friday morning. And this will be 716 consecutive weeks we've done that. And your hosts for this episode are Monster Zero.
Hello, everybody.
Michael Ravenshadow.
Hey now.
And we have, well, you know what? I'll introduce myself, not that that matters, but you also have myself, Johnny Wolfenstein, and if you're watching the live video, you will see we have a very handsome motherfucker down in the bottom right corner. We are joined by our good buddy, our supporter, our Patreon, Carlitos.
Carlitos.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man. It's awesome to fucking have you on. It's always a pleasure to hang. And, yeah, thanks again for all your support, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Raven Shadow, do you want to do a my intro instead of my,
if
you know, mine's, I did the amuse-bouche, all right?
All right. The intro before the intro.
Yeah.
Right now we have, if you don't know this guy by now, fucking come on, man. He's a West Coast brother, a sundown lover, and one bad mother. He is fucking super neato. He's our boy, Carlitos.
All right.
Yeah, woo! Hey, how you guys doing?
All right. That was better. Oh, shit. Pope Leo the 14th is in our chat.
Oh,
Holy shit. What's up,
Hey,
Pope?
I like that guy.
Yeah, what's up, Pope? He's a pretty cool Pope.
Sante.
Yeah,
Down
he
in
says,
Solomon.
bless you, Carlitos.
Oh, thank you. I didn't sneeze, but thank you.
Carlitos just got blessed by the Pope in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Trump ain't gonna like that.
Oh,
Because he has
God.
more sanctions now.
Sanctions on the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
This loser Carlitos, he gets blessed by the Pope.
He's doing very badly. Doing very badly in the
Doing very
podcast
badly.
standings.
He's not a very good guy.
Very nasty.
Quite frankly, I think I could take him.
You would kick his ass, Carlitos. It'd be awesome.
Joshua Libre is hanging out. What's up, Josh?
Shit.
And he says, "What up, Trick or Treat Radio? What up, Carlitos?"
What up?
All right. So let me jump into what we're doing tonight. We are going to be doing 2 films that Carlitos has hand-picked for us, and we'll be talking about the films How to Kill Monsters from 2023 and Sorcerer from 1977. And Sorcerer is an interesting one because it's been brought up on the show somewhat recently. As you mentioned, Carlitos, we'll probably get into this a little bit more later when we talk about it, but Linus had brought it up when he was on for his Patreon takeover.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And so there was a little bit of discussion, and none of us had seen it before. So I thought for sure MZ had.
I wanted to see this movie for I can't tell you how long, because I used to own a lobby card of Sorcerer.
Was that hanging in your room?
No, it wasn't hanging in my room.
Did you bring it to the studio?
I may have.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I gave it away as a freebie. I had I on eBay because I sold off my what was it, the Golden Girls version of Clue. And so I threw it in as a free gift. I threw it in there. I threw in the lobby card of Sorcerer.
Was it an actual lobby card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Real deal. Yeah.
Of the truck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, on the bridge, yes.
Cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too bad you didn't have it still. We could have sent it to Carlitos. Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Keep that shit.
Sorry, man. Where were you 6 years ago? You know?
I was listening to the show.
Yeah. He was like he's sitting there. I wish I had a Sorcerer lobby card. So so we got those films we're going to be talking about. Looking forward to both discussions. And in the chat, Evil Corny's now hanging out, and he says Carlitos. He spelled it all out just like that. And Pope Leo the 14th says, "Oh, dipshit." I don't want to say his name, so I just call him dipshit.
Yeah.
If he's listening, Vaffanculo Sfagato. Is that right, Raven Channel?
Mr. Roboto.
I was gonna
Domo what you got, Mr. Sfagato.
Those Magato. Domo,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Domo.
And Evil Corny says, Sorcerer is one of my favorite films. It might be the only Criterion film I bought at regular price. Wow.
Who said that?
Wow.
Corny.
Oh, I can
Roy
believe it.
Schneider.
I shouldn't tell him it's on sale right now.
Next thing on LA. Sorry, that savers, bro.
Domo arigato, Mr. Sfagato. What does Sfagato mean? Is that something bad, Raven Shadow? Should I be saying that?
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've heard.
Oh, maybe
heard
it's Latin. Maybe it's not Italian. Oh, not that you know how to fucking speak Italian. You fake Italian.
How do you? Let me see. How do you spell that?
Well, I just looked it up. So it says sfagato is an informal slang Italian adjective noun for someone who is very unlucky, a loser, uncool, or a nerd. So that's us. Shit.
I mean, that could be like a mush. You know what I mean? It's more like the American Italian. You know.
What is
or chooch, a mamaluke.
Vaffanculo is a highly vulgar Italian phrase meaning fuck you, fuck off, or go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, Vaffanculo. Yeah.
What? Vaffanculo sfagato, Raven Shadow. Fuck you, loser, is what it means, I guess.
Yeah, I learned the word culo from Jess Franco. Thank you very much. Wanda the Wicked Warden.
What about chulo?
Yeah, chulo.
That too?
From Jess Franco?
Was that Poppy Chulo?
Yes, Papi Chulo. I fucking love
Little
Papi
Chulo.
Chulo. What was his name? What was
Ah,
oh shit?
S.A. Rios.
Yeah, Zay
S.A.
Rios.
Rios.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
also
And he came out with Lita first
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it did.
Oh yeah, shit. What was
on.
shit? What was his mask persona? That's what I'm trying to remember.
His what?
Oh, right.
His masked persona.
Oh.
Right, because he came in as Papichulo, but he was
No,
somebody
no,
else.
he came in as someone else to start.
Rios,
Oh, okay.
Mascaras.
He was a masked
Was it
wrestler.
him?
Mr. Aguila. That's it, Mr. Aguila.
Ah,
Oh,
that.
okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Mr. Eagle, right?
Oh, was he Aguila?
Yeah, he was Aguila. Yeah, yeah.
Didn't he have like a pentagram on his chest or something?
I think he did. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that was S.A. Rios.
I'm trying to remember if that was Aguila. I know there was like Halloween and Damien
I know he
666.
came out like briefly on the WWFE. Where he went
Yeah.
out and-
Because when they had the, I think it was the light heavyweight title
Super
tournament.
Astros. Oh,
No, the light heavyweight title tournament. I think he was Aguila.
Yeah,
And then
I remember he had a pentagram on his chest, and I had to ask my dad, "Hey, what's Aguila mean?" He was like, "Eagle." Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it says he debuted at the age of 19 under the name Aguila.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then that's when he had the match with Taka Michinoku at WrestleMania 14
Yeah.
for the light heavyweight title. That's right. I remember that one. That was a good match. And then
that was the birth of the light heavyweight title. That was.
it was, yeah.
You know, it was undisputed at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then I guess like roughly a year later, he on Shotgun Saturday Night, he re-debuted under the name Papi Chulo without the
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He's 48 now. Is he still working?
Yeah, on a buzz.
Apparently
Taka,
apparently he made a
Taka
surprise
is still
appearance
wrestling.
in 2017. I don't know if he's been wrestling since then. What was that, Carlitos?
Taka Michinoku's still wrestling, I think.
He is. I
Yeah,
fucking
he
love
is.
Taka.
Really?
Yeah.
He is. I
Yeah,
just saw
he
a
is.
picture of Taka. What about maybe a week ago? I don't think it was under very good circumstances though. I think he got into a car accident or something.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I think that's where I seen him recently too.
Oh man. Yeah, I love Taka.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think so.
We've told the story before, but Raven Shadow and I met Taka and Funaki. Was it a house show or was it a Raw? It was a Raw, right?
It was a Raw.
I think it was Raw.
It might have been the King of the Ring, the Monday after King of the Ring when Angle won. Because we were in top balcony seats, and I think MZ, you might have been there.
Yeah, but we went to go to
but-
the bathroom or go get some food or something.
No, we looked up, and
Oh,
Taka
okay.
and Funaki are the only ones that had the worst
Right.
seats than we did.
Yeah, they were like
And we're
way
like-
up in the balcony alone, and we're like,
Yeah, and we were like,
"Is that Taka? Funaki?"
and then like everyone else was scared, and Wolfie and I were
Yeah.
like, we should go talk to him.
Yeah,
Because then if we talk to him, they'll know that we're gonna be wrestlers and we'll be best friends forever.
They talk in their dub gimmick.
No.
That's not a gimmick.
Indeed.
That they do not speak English very well.
Yeah, because what did we say? We probably did that dumb American thing where we're like, Mr. Michinoku, I really like your wrestling skill.
Hi, Funaki.
He finished it with
Oh.
Indeed.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
actually, it was that era because I have a piece of paper where he signed the fucking Ghostbuster gimmick. He signed something. Maybe they wrote Indeed. No, they did. They had a black Shabby that wrote Indeed on it. I have that upstairs. Shit.
Like a big Indeed.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. They were super cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was super brief, right? Like we're just like, oh, we're big fans, because at that time, like, I fucking love Michinoku Pro, like
You
wrestling,
love Michinoku Pro, right?
like
right.
loved it. I was like super into it, and like it was like him and Men's Teo. It was Kaintai DX before they
Yep.
watered them down here in America, but it
Right,
was like
right.
Dick Togo, Men's Teo. Yeah, I forget the other. Oh, Gran Hamada was in there back then.
Oh, God, damn.
But man, like I love that shit. That was my favorite wrestling back in the day.
It was, and I think, but like they were really cool, and I think we both realized like, wow, this is awkward. So we were kind of just like, okay,
Yeah. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Hey.
They
Yeah.
tried to wave you off, get nice. Thank you, now get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I heard him say, "You fucking marks." I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
So last week we talked about meeting Jericho, and this week we talked about meeting Funaki and Taka. Anyone else?
Next week,
Next week, find out.
we'll talk about bringing the ECW Restless Pizza.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Shit. I almost forgot about that. That was at
And when Joey
Worcester,
Tron s-
Worcester State, right? Was that
Worcester
that show?
State. Yep, it was that show. And then we all waited outside, and then we couldn't figure out why they weren't coming out. And like, oh yeah, because a bunch of fucking marks are waiting for them to come to their cars. Like, who are the marks? Oh, we are.
If I remember correctly, we had front row for that, right?
We're pretty good. Yeah.
And I think, was it either Van Dam or Just Incredible? Like one of them ended up in our lap, like getting tossed over the rail.
It was a
Something like
show
that.
after Owen Hart. It was after the Owen Hart passing, because I want to say the Impact players, Lance Storm and Just Incredible, did like a shout out to Owen.
Yeah. That sounds familiar.
And that
All
was
right.
when the Dudley Boys said really bad things about my old roommate's girlfriend at the time.
Oh shit.
He made a comment about, we said this before, he made a comment
Yeah.
about her piercings, and he was making some terrible jokes, and he's like, and you know it's true because even the cops are laughing. They're like, oh, it's not good.
Oh shit. I remember. I didn't know who you were talking about at first, but I remember that. That was pretty
Yeah,
bad, actually.
it was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't sitting with us, but we felt bad.
All right, so we got a lot to get to. Let's hop in. MZ, do you have this day in horror history for folks?
Might have that on me. Now, today is what? Today is the 16th.
That is
Yeah, a day. April
MZ4
16th, day after-
MZ416 says I just I don't know, something your ass. I don't know.
Dynamite. That was just great.
Hey, they can't all be
Um,
gems.
Yep, it's the day after tax day. Hope you got your taxes done.
Oh shit.
Oh crap.
And so April 16th, what
I gotta go.
movies were released on April 16th? It's a short list, but here
The
we go.
Taxman cometh.
Oh man, we need.
1992.
Sorry,
Dust
MZ.
Devil.
We need. Repeat that again in a sec. There needs to be a fucking tax day slasher, right?
Right? The Taxman cometh.
Yeah, or just tax day. I mean, there's
Yeah, tax day.
there's all these other fucking slashers for holidays. Like, why not tax day? He
Dude.
comes after the people who don't do their taxes, right?
With
Dude.
an axe. With an axe.
Yeah. But if
We're
you
like,
Yeah.
if you do the extension, you're okay.
I know.
Right.
Wait. I got it. How about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Fucking, you pay the tax or you get the axe.
The Texas
that would be the
Chainsaw
tag.
Massacre.
Will the killer
Chainsaw
be dressed
Massacre.
as Urin R. Shyster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then him and Ted DiBiase.
Wow.
Yeah, hear the laugh in the background.
Yeah. You hear the laugh. Yeah. All right, let's do it. The Taxes Chainsaw Massacre. So bad.
Okay.
All right,
Your
go ahead.
arms are
1992.
deductible.
In 1992, we got Dust Devil. In 1996,
Richard
we got
Stanley.
Sniper Cop 3.
Right?
Yes, Richard
Yeah.
Stanley. Yep. In 1997, Gamera, the Guardian of the Universe. Gamera is really neat. Gamera is full of meat. In 2004, The Punisher. 2009, Space Girls in Beverly Hills. And 2010, The Scientist. A rather lackluster list, if you ask me. So let's go to Bloody Birthdays. What do you say we go to Bloody Birthdays?
Sure.
Okay. In 1988, Katie Johnson Evans has appeared in 2001 Maniacs, Field of Screams, and Nightfall. 1984, Claire Foy, who appeared in Frankenstein and the Vampire, A Dark and Stormy Night, Vampire Academy, Unsane, Pulse, Season of the Witch, and Being Human.
And
1978.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of someone. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Claire Forlani. Never mind. Go ahead.
1978, Nikki Griffin, who appeared in Under the Bed, Monster Night, and The Forgotten Ones. 1952, my heart breaks with this one. David J. Skal, horror writer and historian who directed, produced, and wrote for The Frankenstein Files, How Hollywood Made a Monster, Mummy Dearest, A Horror Tradition Unearthed, Monster by Moonlight, The Immortal Saga of the Wolfman, She's Alive, Creating the Bride of Frankenstein. He also made an appearance on Eli Roth's History of Horror and so many reference books. He's my favorite, and I met him at Scaricon back in 2015. He loved my Nosferatu tattoo, and he took a picture with it on his phone. And then January 1st of last year, he got killed in a car accident.
Oh man.
Yeah. That wrecked me. Not good. Here's something that is good. 1951, Bob Goody, who appeared in Gentlemen Don't Eat Poets, Lighthouse from 1999, The Great Ghost Rescue, and was a mime artist in Life Force. 1937.
Goody got him.
Hey. 1937, George the Animal Steel.
Yeah.
Who appeared as Tor Johnson in the film Ed Wood. And really good, huh?
He was actually. Yeah, he's really good.
Right there.
1934, Michael Jackson appeared in The Serpent and the Rainbow and an episode of The Munsters. Not that Michael Jackson guts.
What's fucking
1928, Richard Silbert, production designer for Rosemary's Baby, art director for 3 episodes of The Inner Sanctum and 8 episodes of Lights Out. 1927, Peter Mark Richmond, who starred in Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, and Dark Intruder. 1913, Les Tremaine, who appeared in films such as The Attack of the Bee Movie Monster, The Monster of Piedras Blancas. That's an okay film.
Put that on the box.
Yeah. Hey, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
War of the Worlds from 1953 and The Monolith Monsters. 1908, Carl Davis, who appeared in Creature with the Atom Brain, Mighty
What?
Joe Young, and The Zombies of Moratau. 1889.
Jesus Christ.
I know, huh? Arthur Lang composed soundtracks for the 1929 version of Mysterious Island, The Undying Monster, and The Mad Magician. Happy birthday, one and all.
Yes. Happy birthday. They're all listening. Brave Jack, who's your favorite of those birthdays?
Probably the 1849 brother.
1849 brother.
1849.
Yeah. I like him. Respect your elders.
All right. So there you go. Thanks, MZ, for the Stay in Horror History and Bloody Birthdays. And we got some trailers. I'm actually trying to get this one trailer. I want to do this one, but it doesn't have the option to like pop it out into its own window for some fucking weird reason. Therefore, it makes it difficult for me to get it into OBS here. But let me try something here. We have a couple, so if this one doesn't do it, we can do another one. But let me see. Actually, let me move it over to this screen and see if this is going to work here.
Move it on over.
Well, while he's doing that, what did you guys think of the Masters of the Universe popcorn bucket?
It looked like a statue, like a fucking legit
yeah.
fucking like toy statue.
It's a fucking play set is what it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, can we fucking slow it down to fucking popcorn buckets right now? Like, we got, you know what I mean? You see how much gas is right now? Like, how much does fucking buckets cost? But yeah,
Well,
Two
it's
two
literally like
tiers in a
They
two
usually
tiers
go
in a
for
bucket.
about. They usually go for about $25. I can't see this going for less than 25 though.
I think it's like it's like $700. Like one looks literally like the Snake Mountain playset I had as a kid with the fucking
Hmm.
microphone.
Did you see it, Carlito?
Is it the Grayskull one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks neat. Looks like a. It does look like a playset.
It's fucking insane, and I think there's even a Battle Cat one, and they stuff the
Yeah.
and you can eat the popcorn right out of his ass.
What?
I'm starving.
You eat it
Yeah, that
right
ain't butter
out of
that's
his
added
ass.
on there.
that's wow.
That yellow stuff ain't butter.
Yep. Don't taste like butter either.
Can we just slow it down? Stop with the fucking popcorn buckets.
Why?
They're kind of getting out of control. They're getting out of control.
How does it
I
affect
don't know, I
you?
kind of like them. I wish I got the alien one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, I'd
We
like to have
had
any of them. You know.
the Wolverine one came in the shop. It was like like 25 or $30. I kind of thought about getting it.
Why didn't you?
You know, what I mean, I bought a G.I. Joe classified figure instead.
Oh,
Something grown up. But that's
Maybe
exciting.
a Street Fighter bucket.
I'm way more interested in Street Fighter than I feel I should be.
It looks cool. The only thing
Right?
bothering me is Guile's hair looks a little too over exaggerated.
Yeah, but you know fucking Street
Yeah.
Fighter though, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
isn't
I
everybody's
know that's
hair
what
kind of
it's- what-
exaggerated?
I mean,
It just-
I mean, like
I wish it was
I'm
just
sure
a bit
you,
more grounded.
like I'm sure you've seen the Cammy artwork online.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, not you, but I know Monster Zero has. You know, there's a little badonkadonk exaggerated.
A little bit.
No, you don't need to download. Just play the game. Always, whenever she wins, turns with her butt out towards the camera.
It's
You know?
sometimes when you fight Cammy and when you lose, you actually win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I lost again.
Oh shit! All right, pose.
Darn.
But no, I'm kind of psyched for that, and I'm kind of psyched for Mortal Kombat 2 in a weird, stupid way.
Yeah, they're coming around pretty close. That's crazy. Oh no. Street Fighter is coming out in October. I'm a little disappointed with that. That's kind of far away, but
Yep.
Mortal Kombat looks cool too. They had the Red Band trailer just released as well.
I
Still
dig it.
blood with that.
I haven't seen any of the new trailers yet, so I'll be checking those out shortly. Post haste.
No.
Let me see. I'm just trying to fix one of the on the reaction screen here. I gotta fix one of the cameras here. I don't know what's fucking weird. There's Carlitos. Okay. All right, cool. Fix that. All right. So let me see if I can do this. We'll do the video feed. Let me see here. All right. It doesn't quite fit. Let me just resize this. Let's do this on the fly.
On the fly
On the
fishing jam, baby.
On the flippy fly.
How do you find OnlyFans?
Do you know how to go to a website?
Is it like that?
Is it like
type
that?
OnlyFans?
It is
Oh,
that. It's a fucking
nice.
website.
Do they give you a list of all the fans? Like of all the
All the fans?
of all the people that
Oh, you don't want to be
doing weird-
listed?
No, but like I don't know. You see the thing about Shannon Elizabeth? I'm just
No.
trying to kill time, brother.
Oh,
Shannon
yeah.
Elizabeth.
I just saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, former American Pie, former Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Shannon Elizabeth
Yep.
is jumping into the OnlyFans after a recent divorce. Hey, we got a trailer.
She fell
Maybe.
off that bad.
Yeah, so she's
Raven Shadow,
52.
you should join OnlyFans.
I might. You know what I mean? Like, look at me fucking working out.
Yeah, eating Uncrustable Drinking
Smoking
a beer,
butts.
smoking butts.
Yeah.
Is
I was
your
thinking about that.
your name will be the Untrustable Uncrustable?
Actually, I was thinking about that. Like,
I
well,
took that
maybe
from
we
MZ
can all
last
get
week.
together. You did.
Oh, cool.
How cool! Yeah, there you go.
Call back. We should. Maybe we can get the three of all of us together, and you guys can film me going to the supermarket, and we can go through what I buy, and that could be fun. MC can take
What?
some Walmart selfies.
That doesn't sound fun at all. What are you talking
Alright.
about?
I don't know. I'm just waiting until you can.
All right, let's
Play that
do the
trailer.
fucking trailer. It's ready. It's been
Yeah.
ready. I'm
Alright,
just trying to
I'll
follow
fucking wait.
your insanity.
Good luck.
All right. This is going to be, we're going to check out the trailer for Ice Cream Man,
Oh,
which is Eli Roth's remake, I guess, reimagining. I don't even know.
I don't think it's a remake. I think it's just the name only.
Okay, we'll find out. But, if there's a killer Ice Cream Man, I mean, come on. Like, it's, Clint Howard's got the fucking market corner
sure.
on that,
Yeah, that's his corner, bro.
All right, let's
Yeah,
give it
bro.
a look here. So we got
right.
Ice Cream Man. It's just a teaser, 43 seconds. Let's give it a watch. Give it a look. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the narrative feels a little different, but I think I'm down for this.
So essentially, it seems like the Ice Cream Man is maybe recruiting the kids to do his bidding, so to speak, by
Yeah.
feeding them treats.
Right.
Well,
know
it
what?
could, yeah. Well, the ice cream could have some sort of chemical in it that would make the children murderous.
Maybe. You know what it kind of seems like to me is like the end of weapons. Like I'm not saying it's like copying that at all, but I just get that vibe of these kids sort of swarming like fast zombies or something,
Right.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
There was a longer trailer.
No, I think that's the only one. I mean, they
Yeah,
just
it's a
released.
teaser.
Yeah, they just released it 2 days ago, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, it could be fun. And let's see. I think I just saw something about it. Let me pull that up.
Because he was on Talk is Jericho a couple of, I think last month, talking about it. And I'm rooting for Eli Roth. Like I like him. I would love to have a couple of beers or a dinner with him. I don't love all his films.
Why not
On
a couple?
his dime, of course.
Why not a couple beers and dinner? Why does it have to be one or the other?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I
Yeah.
said?
You said a couple beers or dinner.
Yeah, we have a couple of beers, and then we'll get dinner, or we'll get a couple more beers.
Oh, for crying out loud!
I just
The
have
verbal
dinner and have a
gymnastics he
beer with your dinner.
performs to try.
So let's see. Where did it say? Eli Roth says his new horror movie, Ice Cream Man, will be the craziest film I've ever made. I want to outdo Hostel and Green Inferno and Cabin Fever in terms of batshit crazy. It's like The Birds, but with children. I filmed with 100 kids going completely nuts. I feel like that's like Eli Roth saying the craziest film I've ever made. It kind of, to me, is like Stephen King saying like this is the scariest movie I've ever seen. Like it's like every time there's a new one, a new movie. Like I feel like people pay Stephen King just to say that, and I feel like Eli Roth is kind of doing that for his own things.
And is it? Yeah, and the whole idea is, I mean, he in his mind he could probably think of it as being this is the craziest film I've ever done or whatever, but meanwhile all it really is just things he hasn't done yet, but it's on the same level of the stuff that he's done before.
Yeah.
So, there is a difference.
Yeah. It looks. I mean, there's not much to it yet, but I think it looks fun. I think it could be. I think it has potential. So
I like that sunny atmosphere that it has.
Yeah.
That it's bright sunshine out in the open.
yeah,
But
I
we'll
think
see.
I think that fits. I mean, I think it's good for like a kids movie or a movie with kids. I should say. I don't know if it's a kids movie, but
right. Yeah.
I
Come
think.
on, kids.
Oh man.
Want to see a movie about ice cream?
All right. Let's do. I guess we'll do this one that you also sent, MZ. You said something about a cameo. I haven't seen anything about this yet. Is this? Oh, so this is like a low budget like remake, right? Like
Well, let's put it this way. I think the most of the budget in this movie went to the casting.
okay.
So, butt crack the remake. Okay. Got
You could never
Butt Crap
remake that
Reborn.
movie. It's perfect the way it is.
Butt crap.
Butt crap.
All right, let's see. Let's get this sharing for you guys, and then we'll share
You
it
don't
with.
have to.
Yes, I do.
It's fine.
Picture in picture. All right, there we go. And now let me share it with the folks at home. Oh, that's not it. Video feed. I gotta change it again. To
More blacker.
okay. All right. Now, let's check this out. So, this is the trailer for Night of the Living Dead from 2026. I don't know anything about this. I didn't even know it was coming out, which is kind of crazy. And it looks like it features Vivica A. Fox and Robert Carradine.
Wait.
Didn't he just pass
Yeah,
away?
yeah. This was he made it before he died.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And with the first comment on the trailer, I don't want to bury the lead here, but it says they took a big fat Taco Bell shit on the original with this.
Yeah.
Well, there was two others before that were pretty shit. So.
Yeah.
2006 with Sid Haig.
Yeah, and the 30th anniversary one.
Oh, that pissed everybody off.
All right,
Yeah.
That pissed everyone off.
let's give this one a go.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of
Jesus
citizens,
Christ.
and because of the crisis which is even now
They're
developing,
using the audio?
this radio station will remain on the air day and night. There is an epidemic of mass murder. At this point, there is no
Wow.
any
Dee
authentic
Wallace?
way for us to say
Yeah, I was gonna
who
say, is
or
that
what
Dee?
to look for and guard yourself against. It seems
That
to
was
be a
Dee
sudden
Wallace?
general explosion of mass homicide.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
On the
based on the
original
original film. You don't fucking name it that.
How are we gonna get out of this?
I don't know. It's like nothing that we've ever seen before. It's everywhere.
Police and vigilante groups
Ah,
are in
there
the
he is.
process
Oh,
of
shit.
combing remote areas in search and
Nerds.
destroy missions against all aggressors. Rescue
Rob
efforts
India.
are proceeding slowly
Yep.
due to the increase.
Oh,
in
yeah.
water.
We already mentioned him
Good
already
eyes
once
covered
today.
those.
What?
This is gonna be awesome.
I know what you want. You want a horror movie.
Okay.
So is Vivica A. Fox the Ben character?
I wonder.
Oh,
It looks
probably.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it keep saying based on the original? Like, of course it is.
Yeah, to make it probably make it sound a little bit more authentic.
As opposed to ripping off.
Yeah.
As opposed to
No fans.
based
this
on the
third
gimmick
one is the
infringement.
one. Okay, it's based off the original.
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
Fuck Tony Todd.
Holy shit, this poster that they have on IMDb is terrible. It features no one I know, I guess, other than those people. So yeah, they all the money went to those couple stars. Yeah. Rob
how
Van
much
Dam.
money
I mean, you get Copperhead from fucking Kill Bill to be in this movie. Granted, it's 22 years removed from that, but still.
Is that
come
Michael
on.
Gaglio?
Huh?
Who was the actor who was in that?
Vivica A. Fox.
Oh,
who-
okay.
Oh.
Okay. I forget
She
she was
should have
in
been
that.
Black Mamba.
Nah, she said she should have been motherfucking Black Mamba.
I feel like I just said that.
Directed by Christopher Ray. Yeah, I don't know anything this dude's done before, I don't think. Attack of the Meth Gator. He directed that one.
Yes. That was good.
Top Gunner, America versus Russia.
Yeah, I understand Rumor Willis was in that one.
That's the rumor.
Is this like, does this guy do like asylum films? Like a lot of these look like Mega Shark versus Colossus.
Look,
Terraformers.
I'll say this. There is a possibility that this could be enjoyable. Okay?
In a so bad it's good kind of way.
In a so bad it's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
sort of way. If they're going for comedy here, which it doesn't look like they are, then if it is unintentionally funny, then it's going to be a riot. It's going to be a blast. But if they're going for serious here, and it looks like they are, and it turns out real bad, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be a shit show regardless, and everybody is shitting on it online. Everybody is just dumping on this movie. But I think Night of the Living Dead 3D from 2006 with Sid Haig. I think it's finally knocking itself down to second place as opposed to this.
Oh,
This
yeah.
will be the. But that 30th anniversary that you were bringing up, Carlitos, that was
Brutal.
that was unforgivable. Unforgivable.
This is lovable.
Sorry,
it's
ads.
unforgivable.
Fucking ads. Jesus Christ.
Liberty,
I can't even.
liberty.
Yeah.
Bibbity and libbity bibbity.
Oh, man, that's annoying. Okay, hold on. Let me. I don't want subtitles.
Like, if I want to see Rob Van Dam giving like zombies Van Terminators,
Right. No
He
kidding.
just
right?
might. He just
you
might.
know.
He just might.
Will he say he's the whole effing show?
I hope. Yeah, if he's like if it was Rob Van Dam and Vivica A. Fox just fucking zombies up for fucking.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
minutes,
say that. Then they're just fucking.
that'd be dope too. I mean, come on.
All right, this is the last one we're gonna do, and this is one that
Finish.
this is one that Corny sent to us via email, and he actually sent to us a couple weeks ago to do, but they actually pulled the trailer. I guess it was leaked, and then they pulled it. So we were gonna try and do it a couple weeks ago, but it was pulled. But we'll do it for real. And this is the new movie from director Andre Overdahl, I believe that's his name. And let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure Overdahl. Yep, Andre Overdahl. So he did Troll Hunter from 2010. Fucking amazing movie.
Good movie.
Autopsy of Jane Doe from 2016.
Oh, very good.
I didn't know he
movie.
did that.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark from 2019. It wasn't bad. I thought it was kind of fun. And he also did The Last Voyage of the Demeter from 2023.
Yeah, your favorite Wolfie.
Which was really disappointing. But I'll give him a break because I like his other stuff a lot. So why don't we check out this new trailer? And this is for his film Passenger. apparently it's the scariest movie he's made. So let's give it a look. It looks like there's subtitles here. Let me turn these off, actually.
Make it quick.
Gas prices.
Dude, give me 1 minute.
All right, here we go.
Yo.
That's ominous.
Dude's pissy.
Daniel?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for this a while
Oh, you
ago.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
You must have saw when it leaked
Yeah.
because they pulled it.
All right.
All right. It's the last time this dude's gonna drive for Uber. Whoa, what?
Oh shit.
Oh, let's do another one.
Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
Oh,
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Thanks for the ride. That's it. Yeah,
That's what I was saying. Remake.
Oh yeah, Paramount. We own everything.
I saw these on the car last night. 3 scratches just like that.
You didn't stop, did you?
Logan.
It's something unholy.
Oh.
Something's following us.
Saint Christopher, protect me today. All my travels. Give us your warning signs. If danger is near. Danger is near. Danger is near.
No one outruns a passenger.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, lady. Thanks for the ride. Yeah, it looks good. Doesn't really show too much, which I enjoy, but.
Well, actually, I think it shows quite a bit, but it has no. I have no idea what it's all attached to. You know, what's the combining? You know, the combining threads that puts it all together. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. I haven't seen a. I'm actually really quite impressed by this trailer. It shows you a lot, but it there's no
Context?
connective tissue
Yeah,
or context
Yeah.
to figure out what the hell's going on, and I think that's great. That's a really good trailer.
Yeah. Spoopy. Yeah, it looks good. And obviously I really enjoy his most of his work. So very much interested in checking out the new Andre Overdahl film. So Corny, thanks for sending us the trailer, letting us know it was out. I actually didn't know that it came out for real. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. Let me check out chat here. Creepy Girl said taxes done. I don't know if she's saying that she did her taxes or if that's a title for the movie. But evil.
That's what the killer says.
Taxes done. Yeah.
are done.
I would think it's taxes done.
Okay. Yeah. Evil Corny's recommended The Auditor. Not bad.
Not bad.
Instead of the editor, the auditor.
Yeah. And he also posted my earworm when I hear Gamera mentioned, and posted the Gamera song from MST3K.
Yeah.
And he says the Yoshi popcorn bucket was Tree Fitty, actually 49, but wanted to type Tree Fitty. Okay. Wasn't exactly Tree Fitty, it was 49, but that's still a lot of fucking money for a collectible popcorn
$49?
bucket. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Super Mario related.
Yeah. Oh shit, Raven Shadow. Pope Leo the 14th has an OnlyFans, he says.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, wait till he's yeah. You pay $50 to see what he does with his hat.
Yeah, and a smoking pocketbook.
Only hats.
Only hats.
He does
Only pontiffs.
he does love the White Sox, Pope Leo. So maybe he'll be wearing.
He's a big Chicago guy. Big
Yeah,
Chicago
yeah.
guy.
The White Sox have a Pope hat that they're gonna have
Yeah,
on Pope Day. When
I
he
saw
comes,
that.
when he comes back.
Stop it! Are they really doing that?
Yeah, they really are. It has the big White Sox logo on it and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
That's
At
terrible.
least it ain't a popcorn bucket, huh?
Huh?
At least it ain't a popcorn bucket, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
like a popcorn bucket.
I guess you could turn it. You could turn it into a
A
popcorn bucket if you want.
Popcorn bucket.
It's a big giant
A popcorn bucket.
popcorn bucket. Yeah.
Popcorn bucket.
Body of Christ with extra butter.
Cento Domina. I don't
Bag
know.
of body of Christs.
Spiritus Santos, Dominus butter.
Dominus butter. Evil Corny says Wolfie's vegan thighs only fans page was made up, Raven Shadow. There's no need for you to look for it.
Yeah, not in my mind.
Only hams. That was it, right?
Only hams, yeah.
Creepy Girl says, what happened to the remake that was going to come out of Night of the Living Dead where a zombie is dragging a Christmas tree?
That's Return of the
That's
Living
Return of
Dead.
the Living Dead, I think. Ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's next year.
What the fuck?
They pushed it back. I think.
And Creepy Girl says, Raven is zoomed in on Fix Raven. I couldn't. Sorry, Raven Shadow. During the reaction, you kept you kept like jumping in and zooming in and out, and it's just the camera feed thing that's weird when I use the smaller windows for some reason.
And to be fair, a lot of folks have tried to fix me.
Yeah, it's just not going to work. All right.
I could fix it.
Unsuccessful.
My dad's got an ultimate set of tools. I could fix it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, we need to wrap this up because we got 2 movies to talk about, and I want to make sure we have enough time for both. So, do you guys want to jump into a film, or do you want to take a break first?
Take a break.
All right, then we will take a break. And we'll be back in a few minutes. But before we do, we'll just quickly go through the ways you can support us. Go to patreon.com/trickortreatradio, and that's where you can support us. And you can join for as little as $2 a month. It goes up from there. And if you get into the highest tier, like our buddy Carlitos, he gets his own Patreon takeover, and you could too. So you get to pick 2 films for us to discuss, and if you want to, you can come join us, be a co-host for the entire episode. And there's other stuff on there, so give it a look. Patreon.com/trickortreatradio. If you're on the fence, you can just join for free, and that way you follow us and you sort of get updates on what's going on. And there are occasionally deals or sales where you can kind of flash sales where you can join at a discount. So if you're interested, just follow for free. But it's only $2, so hey, you can't even buy a coffee for $2 these days. You can't even buy a gallon of gas, Raven Shadow.
You can no.
What can you buy for $2?
Nothing.
You can't buy a candy bar,
No.
a gallon of gas.
You can't even buy a popcorn
Not even half
bucket.
a gallon of gas where I live.
Oh.
Yeah, how much is gas over there, Carlitos? I assume it's a little bit higher.
It got as high as, at least in my area, got as high as $5.39, I think.
Ooh.
Fuck that shit.
But that's just where I live. If you go to
Yeah.
San Francisco, I'm sure it's like in the 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure
I
it's
can't
more.
believe how much diesel is.
Oh,
Diesel
man.
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
$8 here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's
That
so
won't
insane.
have any impact on our consumer goods.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
It's funny, like when I knew something, like when there was first signs of like there was going to be something going down, like with dipshit, ruining shit, like getting into a war. I kind of like looked at the gas and I was like, it's gonna go up. Like I just fucking know it. And like,
Oh yeah.
sure enough, like the next week it was up 20 cents. The week after 40 cents, and then now it's like I need to get gas. but I think it's like $4.19 here now.
Dude, it's fucking cheaper to smoke than drive.
How much for you guys, Raven Shadow or MZ?
Still under $5 in New England, but it's encroaching on the $5 mark.
Well, we got pretty lucky here then. We're gas right down the street here, $3.88.
All right. Well, hey, nobody.
Oh wow. Well, he lives in fucking Amish, fucking Maine.
Amish Maine, Southern Maine, the deep South Maine.
Yeah, they watch TV, but it's not plugged in. You know what I mean?
they gather around.
Believe me, I'm aware of it. I don't think many of these people have heard of a TV before.
They gather around the transistor radio and listen to radio drama still.
Yeah, Red Skelton and
Internet. What's that?
Yeah, those aren't campfires.
All right. The other ways you can support, head on over to trickortreatradio.com, scroll down on the main page, look for the Amazon logo, click it, and that brings you to Amazon, and it inputs our affiliate link. So anything you purchase in that session gets attributed to us, and we get a tiny little cut, like pennies on the tens of dollars, but it adds up. So if folks are making purchases, feel free to use our link. We get a little cut. And finally, on trickortreatradio.com, you can listen to the greatest hits of Trick or Treat Radio, volumes 1 through 3. It's a sampler of the early years. So give that a look and a listen, and consider supporting one of those ways. All right. Evil Corny says mine is $4.69. I have to use premium in my car. Ooh.
I use premium.
I use premium gas in my car.
Nothing but the best.
Premium gasoline.
And I get my car detailed. Thank you very much.
I get 20 cents off a gallon after getting my car washed.
Look at me.
I use my punch card.
I'm Cornelius. Here's my take up with premium.
My name is Cornelius. I use premium. I love you, Corny. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. We're just,
We're busting his
some cars need premium, so, but it's funny.
Especially mine.
Especially my car. I need
my Rolls Royce.
My Rolls Royce.
I take a Rolls Royce to work and I take a Jag home. Thank you very much.
He says my tank might be a little over 10 gallons, though. It's a Mini Cooper.
Oh, tank Cooper! I have the best tank.
Yes. I didn't want a full-sized Cooper. I said, give me the Mini Cooper.
I don't want the regular Cooper. I want the Mini Cooper.
The Mini Cooper.
The Mini Cooper.
The Mini Cooper.
I am an A-lister. I deserve the best.
I paid for quality. Damn you. Damn you.
The premium Goodyear tires.
And bring me your finest Slim Jim.
Finest Slim Jim? That's like fucking...
Bring me your finest corn dog.
Bring me your finest meat stick.
I want your finest pork products.
And you better have a lime-flavored icy. On my cup holder.
Corny says, "Geez." I think Corny, stop busting on Corny's choice of car, all right?
No, we love Corny. We love Corny.
No, I like Mini Coopers, but
It's just the premium thing.
Premium,
Yeah, it's just the premium. Raven Shadow's jealous of Corny's car, though. Raven Shadow, we can't hear you. Oh, hold on. I think I lost both. I think I lost all you guys. Hold on. I have to reset it. All right, I got your back. Can you guys hear me?
Silence me!
Actually, you're coming in a lot clearer now than you were before.
Oh, all right. Well, look at that. Hey.
Hey.
All right. So let's Rave Shadow, lead us to break. All right.
Wolfie, do you read the Bible?
I have literally never cracked one open in my life.
Well, I'm gonna tell you my favorite passage. It's Ezekiel 25.
17, right? Yeah, I know that one
3:16.
though.
Yeah. The path of the podcaster is beset on all sides of other content creators. All right. And I will strike down upon me with great vengeance and furious anger.
Upon me or thee?
Or thee, all of us, who will attempt to destroy my brother with a rating out of 10. And you will know my name is Raven Shadow when I lay my strap on upon thee.
That's pretty good.
When you need him.
That's pretty good, yeah. That's directly from the Bible too. I can't believe you quoted it perfectly.
Dude. I'm a reader.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back in just a few moments to talk about a movie.
I'm a believer.
Guests of Trick or Treat Radio stay at the luxurious Raven Chateau, located on the back roads of beautiful Leicester, Massachusetts. Enjoy the wonderfully half-manicured lawn as well as roomy parking in the street. Enjoy fine dining in our antique home-style kitchen with all the Uncrustables and Rolling Rock you can consume, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Sleep in our beautiful twin beds with our unique cat hair, dog hair blend pillows, accompanied with our special DC, Marvel, and X-Pac motif throughout. And for a limited time, if you say Bombaleo when checking in, you'll receive 15% off your next stay. The Raven Chateau, where quality matters, and home to the world's largest urinal.
Hey, you matzo heads. This is Larry Fine, and you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
See ya! Help me! Somebody help me! Torpedo!
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it! Open and close your legs like a scissor. Keep up a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure 8 motion.
I'm treading water!
You got it! Never play around water alone.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
I'm tired of candy, tired of gum, tired of hunger, and food that's no fun. I'm tired of pretending I don't like spaghetti, but school lunch keeps me roaring ready and rock steady. Pizza, spaghetti, burgers.
With Chow Daddy in your school cafeteria, it's the fun place to be for lunch.
Desserts.
Prolonged exposure to Trick or Treat Radio may result in one or more of the following ailments: dry cough, wheezing, runny nose, loss of teeth, ingrown toenails, jaundice, ear hair, fallen arches, scabs, warts, welts, abscesses, bloody stool, whitening of the gums, blurred vision, hot and tight bustle, excessive earwax buildup, collapsed lungs, alcoholism, Lou Gehrig's disease, shrunken testicles, severe acne, vertigo, cold feet, weight gain, weight loss, flared nostrils, swelling of the anal glands, urinary burning, protruding tail, kidney failure, and inverted nipples. If you suffer from any of these physical problems, seek professional medical assistance immediately.
And we are back on Trick or Treat Radio. And we're going to talk about some movies. And first up, we're going to be talking about a film entitled How to Kill Monsters. This is something you've always wanted to know, isn't it, Raven Shadow?
I mean, I had some ideas, but now I really know.
All right, so let me go ahead and pull up the info on this one. And How to Kill Monsters from 2023 is 95 minutes. It is an action comedy horror directed by Stuart Spark. And it's written by Paul Butler and Stuart Spark. And the film stars Lindsay Crane, Aaron Dennis, Daniel Thrace, Fen Huang, June Tiamatakorn, maybe, Michaela McCormick, Luella Gaskell, Nicholas Vince, Johnny Vivash. Vivash. Wow, that's a name.
Wow.
I got this really bad Vivash on me.
Stop seeing that girl, dude.
And the synopsis: the sole survivor of a blood-drenched massacre must team up with a ragtag bunch of rookie cops and lawbreakers to defend a police station from an invasion of monsters from another dimension. All right, Carlitos. So this is one of Carlitos' selections for Patreon Takeover. So regale us, Carlitos. What was the thought behind picking this one here?
Well, with this movie and Sorcerer, I was trying to pick a second film if Iron Lung was ever going to release on VOD.
I know.
Which it's been like 2 months now, but so I was hovering around this one thinking like as a replacement. I found out about this movie when I was this is actually video game adjacent. It's not based on any IP, but the filmmakers of this film made a video game because it's more of an interactive movie called Dead Reset.
Oh yeah.
Which is it's like Edge of Tomorrow meets like Alien or Leviathan, like a corridor sci-fi horror type movie. And I played the game first before I ever saw this movie, and I go, "Oh, this is a pretty cool game. I like the actors. Production value is pretty nice for this type kind of game movie." So I looked it up. I looked up if this guy did anything else, and then saw that he did this and saw the trailer, and thought it looked pretty good. So I watched it, and here we are.
Yeah, and Dead Reset looks interesting. It actually has a lot of the same cast members, it looks like.
Yeah, all the cast that's in that game is in the movie, in this movie.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen Dead Reset, like I've heard it talked about. I've never played it. But would you say it's like would you consider it a game, or is it more of an interactive experience? Or I mean, I guess they're one and the same.
Experience.
Okay.
It's a movie where you make the choices of the characters to forward the narrative to one direction, or a choice when you're encountering like the monster in that movie. Like the Edge of Tomorrow, Groundhog's Day aspect actually plays well into that game, because if you die, he just time moves back to where he started, and then you try again. So
okay, cool. So that's an interesting sort of way to get there. I actually didn't know that that this dude worked on Dead Reset, so that's cool. All right. Mm-hmm. So How to Kill Monsters. Yeah, this one wasn't on my radar at all. I haven't heard of this one, and I think it's got an interesting poster. You know, I know we talk a lot about posters, and there's something very sort of alluring of the poster. Like it's got some cool like extra dimensional like creatures. Sure. It's got a bride, what looks like a bride with an axe. It's got a woman covered in blood with a chainsaw, and it's got a guy that looks like British Curly from the Stooges. On the poster, anyways, Curly. he looks more like Curly, and he's holding the Eldridge blade from the movie.
I'm warning you.
I'm warning you, Damon. But yeah, I think the poster's pretty like eye-catching. But how's the movie? Because that's what people care about. So, MZ, why don't you go ahead and kick us off with your first impression of How to Kill Monsters? You are muted.
Awesome.
All right, sorry.
No worries.
First of all, I'm glad that it's not called How to Kill Monster Zero.
Yeah, no shit.
First of all, we know how. I appreciate that.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Yeah. Fucking caterpillars.
Maybe chicken, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
We don't know.
No,
shellfish.
Not
Shellfish will do it.
Yeah.
Shellfish. Yeah.
Nuts, peanuts, peanut
butter. Chicken's like red kryptonite with Superman. You don't know what's gonna happen.
It could enhance his powers.
Yeah. But yeah. So I've never heard of this film either, and so first of all, I'm intrigued by the title because anything with monsters, I'm instantly attracted to because I love monsters. And this one feels, how would I put this? This feels, it looks like it could be a bigger budget film, but it's really not. It feels like a low budget film. How low? I don't know, but I have a feeling that the special effects in this movie are a good indication of that. The special effects in this film really kind of kill it for me in this. Not totally, um, and it's because of the lighting used in this film that was kind of a burden. I could see where aesthetically in the real in if this was really happening, yes, the lights would be out, things would be hard to see. But here, where it's working, you're working within a film, you got to see what's going on, and there's very little to see what's going on here. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with the talent behind the special effects. Now, I didn't look into who made the special effects, but there's plenty of monsters here to go around. That is perfectly fine. And I'll say, I'll take a half-assed monster creation and a lot of them over one or two really great ones. And that's what we got here. But again, the technical aspects of this film are really what's hurting this film. There is some uh, decent dialogue. There's some not. It's not exactly smart dialogue. It's resourceful, I should say. There are some areas here that make me laugh, and I LOL'd out loud a couple of times. I'll admit. So the writing is not the problem, but the technical aspect of this film, I feel really hinder what it could really be, because you got a really interesting story here. Not completely original, but an interesting story nonetheless. I think the setting works itself out pretty well. The characters, well, I'll get into a little bit more because I'm blowing my load a little early here, and I don't like doing that. So, well, I'll just cut it off right there.
All right. Raven Shadow, how about you?
So, again, I didn't know anything about this picture. I just pressed play. I loved how it started. I loved how there was almost like a James Bond movie, like the end of one adventure that transitioned into the next adventure. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why are there credits? Oh. And it was almost like if you saw the first movie and the second movie back to back. Like some movies will pick up where the last movie ended off, right? Like terrible analogy, Mortal Kombat Annihilation callback to earlier conversation. Way to kill off Johnny Cage with a whole different actor in the first 5 minutes, dick. But I was into that. And I struggle sometimes. I've said it before with horror comedies. I kind of want more horror than my comedy. And there was there were characters in this movie that I'm like, I fucking hate this character. I'm like, cops wouldn't be this stupid. Oh no, they probably would be,
Yeah.
as we learn in real life. But it's almost like the movie like would heard me vocalizing my complaints and then be like, oh, I see what you did here. Oh, okay, you're kind of lulling me in with, hey, this is stupid fucks doing stupid fuck shit. But it also had one of the things I love about genre films is a team forming together against the baddie. I like when a good team comes together. And I like the effects. I got to be honest, like, not to shit on last week's film discussion, but look at the, what's the fucking beach movie? The Raimi beach movie. Send help. Send
Oh,
a
yeah,
boat.
send help, yeah.
Send help. This movie, How to Kill Monsters, some of the CGI definitely had like a Astron 6 kind of vibe. And I mean that as a compliment, where I felt it didn't, for this budget, it told the story. It didn't take me out of it. A movie like Send Help, big budget picture, had really piss poor CGI. And shitty, and if any, practical effects. This movie had pretty decent CGI for its budget that I'm aware of, and pretty dope practical effects. Like, I like that. I like that it subverted some expectations. There's some things that I'm very eager to discuss. Some things, lots of things in this picture, but my first impression was it circumvented my expectations in a positive way.
All right. For me, yeah, I think like I know we say this sometimes, but this film had a plucky spirit. You know, it there was there was passion on screen, and like I like that they were kind of poking fun at like at the genre, and although I don't know, you guys are talking about maybe we saw different movies, but the one I saw was only 4 minutes. The credits rolled at like 4 minutes, so that was the end, right?
Yeah.
Right. It was like Reservoir Dogs. A couple of guys fucking have breakfast, and that's it. Bitch about who's paying the tip, and it all works out at the end.
Yeah. So I did like. I mean, I'm just kidding. You know, the movie opens and you get sort of like the ending, like what seems like the ending of a movie, and then the credits start rolling, and then the movie begins, really. So it's I liked how they played with that. You know, it wasn't like they weren't afraid to take risks in sort of playing with you know, the traditional format and tropes. Yeah. Was it the best movie? No. I mean, the acting was okay. Like, the dialogue was okay. I thought the practical effects, for the most part, were pretty good. Like, I actually really liked that a lot of it was practical. Mm-hmm. There was some, I think, that was CG that was pretty poor. Like, there's one scene, and I get it. Like, it's not easy to make it look like a police station was pulled out of the world and placed, you know,
right,
placed in like space floating. Like, I get it. That's not something that's really easy to do. It didn't look great, but it didn't ruin my enjoyment. I know what's going on when I'm watching this. I'm like, yeah, like clearly this is a low budget movie. They don't have a lot of money behind this, but what they did have, I thought they really got a lot of bang for their buck, you know? So yeah, I think there's a lot. I don't know, I think there's a lot to like about this. Is it like, you know, a great movie that I'm going to like tell everyone they need to see? No, but you know, I liked the angle they took with that. I liked the Eldritch horror. I liked the Eldritch blade and how they played with that. And I thought there was some really funny stuff in this too. Like at the beginning when they're getting ready to do their like ritual, and then the girl locks the door, and then all of a sudden like pulls the rug out, and there's a fucking pentagram on the floor. Right. You know, shit like that I thought was pretty funny. It was just like, bam, now we're ready for the ritual. Like, pull the rug out. And you know, I thought that was fun. And even the creature, like the first creature that we see, you can tell they were limited, but the way they shot it, I thought was really smart. It like sort of like the side view of the face, and it like attacks forward, so you don't actually see the whole thing because the monster kind of obscures the camera a little bit, so you don't see what it's doing. But then you see guts fly, and I thought that whole scene was really funny because there was like organs flying all over the place and blood and organs, and it's just it's campy, but it's supposed to be. And I love that scene in the police station when he's like, wait a second, so you were in a cabin in the woods, with a chainsaw, like doing summoning demons with like whatever he was saying, like
it's been done before.
Yeah, and it's almost like this meta take on the genre of like we know that this is well tread territory, and we're kind of like having fun with it, But then it kind of becomes like almost like oh man, what's Assault on Precinct 13? Like like sort of an eldritch horror version of that.
A siege movie.
Yeah. So I like that they played with that of like, oh well, it starts out with a cabin in the woods, and they kind of like have some fun with that, and then they go to another trope, but it's actually kind of interesting because they take the police station, like pull it out of our world and place it into like this this otherworldly place in the stars, amongst the old gods or whatever.
Like a very much Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange, Netherworld type vibe.
Yeah. So I thought it's definitely not going to make the top 13, but I had fun with it, and it's not. I will say, like, I think most of the people in this, not all, but most of them were British, I believe. And it didn't seem to have, I like British comedy, but it didn't seem to have that same style. Like, I like that they didn't just do British comedy in this setting. They had fun with it, and it felt to me like a Tucker and Dale versus Evil, or like something along those lines, where it's a fun horror jaunt, and that's it. It's not trying to be anything that it's not. It's not trying to do make any major statements. Yeah. Oh, Creepy Girl says, actually, I've told you about this movie when I watched it, MZ.
The fuck, dude?
I thought she was going to scold all of us because I thought she might have mentioned on the show, so I was scared for a second. Yeah,
I was like, I'll be honest, I'll be like,
oh, glad it was just MZ. Okay.
Hey, look. She tells me about a lot of movies.
Yeah,
okay?
true. Yeah.
So it's hard to keep track of all of them.
Wow. Some friend you are.
What do you mean? Wow.
We know. Carlitos knows. Am I the only one that thought this was Australian at first?
I think so.
Or New Zealand?
I think there was an actress who was maybe Australian.
From Melbourne?
I don't know, but from Melbourne.
Everybody's from Melbourne.
Well, that's all he knows, because he knows Tim from Melbourne. Melbourne.
That's all he knows.
Sydney, there's
the Gold Coast.
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Let me see here. So country of origin UK. So it's a British film, Raven Shadow.
Didn't fucking know it till they said it. I'm like,
how? What about the accents? Didn't do it for you?
It sounded Australian to me.
Oh my god. G'day, mate. Did you hear that once? G'day, mate.
But I thought they
Dingo stole my baby. Dingo stole my Eldridge blade.
You stole my Eldridge. I thought they were like, I give them props for not leaning into the gimmick. What do I know?
Oh, man.
Oh, I know Carlitos. You know what I mean?
It was too cold and wet to be Australian.
Yeah.
Dry and
yeah.
So yeah, that's my first impression. Carlitos, how about you? You watched this prior to recommending it, right? Or did you recommend it and then watch it?
Yeah. No, I watched it prior to recommending.
Okay.
It was, it was on my radar because of the Dead Reset game. But yeah, you guys pretty much. I agree with all of you. Weirdly enough, you guys pretty much hit everything. I could even see how MZ would find the effects a little too cheap. I didn't mind it. I thought they looked good enough. I thought they worked good enough for me anyway. Like the colors that he used was kind of like I was a little worried that you guys might have find it maybe another movie kind of using that type of lighting that's maybe getting overused in these kind of these type of movies. But
Which one?
The cast was good. I thought the cast was fun. I do agree with that plucky spirit kind of thing. It looks like they had fun making the movie.
Oh yeah.
I got that feeling.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
They seem like friends because I think the same. There's another movie called Book of Monsters that's before this, and I think it also has much of the same cast.
Yeah, I actually was just
So,
looking at that. Yeah, it does. It was
Yeah.
a few years prior, and apparently they're not
Yeah.
connected. But yeah, a lot of the same cast.
No, I looked that up. Yeah, but yeah. So when I watched, this, like, yeah, you know what? I feel like I feel a lot better. Like after I saw Sorcerer, that was a lock. But then I was like kind of having second thoughts of the other movie I initially thought, which was The Mortuary Assistant, and I was watching this like, you know what? Probably a lot more to say about this movie than Mortuary Assistant because the buzz has been bad on that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this one. Seems a lot more fun. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a vibe with this film that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That I enjoy.
All right, well, let's dive a little deeper. And where do you guys want to go with this one? Anyone have anything that they're dying to bring up, or something that wanted to bring up to the group here?
Well, I mean, I can hit the effects at another time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still got plenty to talk about that. The story itself is not terrible. It's actually pretty good. What's it called? The Eldridge
The Eldridge Blade.
Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah.
I mean, the thing here however, is, I mean, you do get somewhat of a slightly detailed background on this thing. And the fact that this has survived so many years, so many hundreds of years, and I don't know, there's something about it that just didn't click with me. Like I said, the story's good, but there's something about it that I just felt a little off about. And first of all, let me just I should have prefaced this. When I started watching this, I had a blistering headache. So
you're in a scorching case of herpes.
Yeah. Oh man, who told you? And
I gave it to you.
Your face.
You better believe it, baby. And so for like the first 25 minutes, my brain was swimming right now at that point. So I'm trying to remember most of what I saw. I do remember the 4-minute
like at the beginning
end
there.
credits end credits scroll and how there's twists and turns in this movie that are pretty interesting. I know I'm bouncing around all over. I feel like I still got the goddamn headache going on right now. The characters here are quirky, they're fun, but the thing here is also the cops that are in this movie. I mean, because you got the, let's see, you got the what would be like the sergeant or the commandant who's about ready to retire.
Too bad it wasn't Lasad.
That
the slide.
I just feel like the cops kind of felt
slide.
I feel like the cops are a little bit goofy.
Oh, sure.
And I guess that works within the context of the film, because all the characters are sort of goofy in some sort of way. Even the more serious ones, they come across as a bit of a goof. So nothing can really be taken all that seriously, even though it is a comedy.
But MZ, like, I'm with you. Like, when we first get those cops and they're doing the interrogation scene, I'm fucking pissed off. I'm like, fucking really? Where's the fucking motive? Where's the fucking? How did this person? If you thought this person did these crimes, what the fuck? How could she have done that? And you're mad at these characters. I'm mad when she's in the cell. I'm mad that it's like Halloween and it's the fucking not Australia apparently, the UK drunk take, and they're bringing all and there's a fucking Barney Fife dumb fuck, deputy. There's like British the Deep from The Boys is there. Like fucking I'm annoyed at all these characters.
Yeah, I was
Until I'm
starting to
not.
question the ability of the cops when they were starting to put the blame all on what's her name?
Right.
Anna, what's her name?
Jamie.
Jamie. They were putting all the blame on her and about how she came out with with the chainsaw and all this other stuff and everyone's hacked to bits and the biggest telling on that is that I mean she comes out and she's decked out all in white. She's wearing an undershirt underneath what her costume was, and there's not a bit of blood on her. Okay, so there's not a single drop of blood on her when she's in the car. So it's like, well, the cops are not really doing a very good job if they think that she's the one who did it and she doesn't have any blood on her. I mean, she has blood on her face, but she was a victim at that point. Maybe I'm making shit up. I don't even know.
Yeah, she had a lot
Well,
of
they don't
blood
come
on
off
her.
as
Yeah.
super smart cops.
No. They're kind of like the comic relief too, I
Or
think.
comedic.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually one thing I liked about this is that there was mostly women in this, like, and they were all like the more capable characters. I feel like not all of them, but the capable characters were women, whereas like the bungling cops were like kind of idiots, right? Like
yeah.
So I actually thought that was kind of a cool dynamic, and I loved the I actually thought it was pretty hilarious. When they let that like hardened criminal out, he's like, "Let me out, I'll help you." And he's like, "Give me your weapon." And he just fucking books it and he runs. Like the one guy you think is going to be like the biggest badass in the movie is the one who fucking like as soon as he could, he turned tail and ran.
Yeah, it takes a monster to kill a monster.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. A good line. That's a good line. That's a good line. And it's great. Like he could actually kick some ass, man. And then he hightails out there with the fucking axe.
But that's where the film, when you introduce to everybody. Oh, what happened to fucking Large Marge? I totally forgot about her. But you're introduced to like all stereotypical characters, and then for me, as I'm getting like annoyed by them, they all start like, oh, they're more than meets the eye, just like your Transformers you love so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I agree.
I mean they did follow a stereotype. You got the two mean girls who are like in charge of everything. You got the one girl who's like was a bridesmaid or bride
Yeah,
or
like
something like that.
the smart computer nerd.
Yeah. So it's Halloween. You get the one big thug that probably get brought in. You have four ladies that were seem to be partying too hard, and then being brought into the drunk tank. You got your killer, or your potentially killer, and the other girl that's sleeping on her lap, the big girl.
I like the girl who's constantly throwing up. I like her.
Yeah, Ruth.
She was Ruth. Yeah, she was good comic foil. Because everything she did, she just kept on throwing. Just it's not even necessary for her to be like that, but it's just one of those little quirky things that just adds a little bit more comedy to the film.
Right.
Yeah, and that's and that was the sort of nerdy computer girl. So I actually liked that they gave her something else. She wasn't just a punchline, you know?
Right, of course.
So
well, they all kind of took a little bit of a turn.
Yeah.
Every character.
I must have missed this, but a little while ago, about an hour ago actually, Creepy Girl said, "Hey guys, ooh, you're doing How to Kill Monsters. I love that flick. A lot of people don't talk about it." And she says Snatchers is another great one like that. Snatchers. That sounds familiar. I don't know that I don't know that I saw that. Let me look that one up and see. Snatchers from 2019, maybe? Yeah.
Is that the one where they have to get drunk? Like the
Oh, no, that was Grabbers.
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 Oh, God.
MZ will probably like this one. Snatchers. After status-obsessed teen Sarah has sex for the first time, she wakes up the next day 9 months pregnant with an alien. That sounds funny. So, let's see. I want to keep this one under control because there could be a lot of talk about Sorcerer. So, is there anything else you guys have about this flick that hasn't been said already?
Like the little gremlin type of creatures.
Oh yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
They throw a lot of different types of monsters in this movie. You got like the more human sized but tentacly. They have like a
there's like a Cthulhu type of
yeah, Cthulhu shows up.
More than just
but the
a
one in the
Cthulhu
jail
type.
cell, which it reminded me of the that movies they usually cite as one of the worst horror films, the slow crawling monster, the creeper. That it reminded me of that. It was just maybe just a blob of flesh, and I guess it ate that one guy, or it ate the lead chick, and then she chainsawed out of it. I think.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was taken straight out of Sharknado.
Yeah. But the Gremlins stuff's funny because they
100%. I mean, they there's a point in this movie where it's trope flip mode squad a little bit, and then it takes there's some monsters inspired by Audrey 2, if you will, very much Rocky Shop of Horrors or the fuck Rocky Shop of Horrors,
Rocky
Little
Shop of Horrors.
But there's some homages to movies. Like there's definitely a "We're all fine here" slight weapons malfunction. How are you line?
Right. Yeah. They
I
literally.
was wondering if you were going to catch
Yeah,
that.
literally had the line.
Yeah, we're all fine here. And there's some other tropes. There's one martial arts film reference that I thought was kind of cheeseball, but whatever. When the characters suddenly decided to become organized and smart is when I really enjoyed where the film went. And you could see it's not just an Audrey 2 type monster. Monsters could appear in different forms with your critters or gremlin or the
spookies.
The spookies. Exactly. And I dug that. All right. This movie could still be Fisher Price my first horror. There's some great practical gore.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way this circumvented the genre and tropes was really dope. I like the practical effects. Say what you want, the CGI was fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I almost would have.
It's fine because you know that there's not much budget here, so whatever.
Right.
I can understand that.
To Kelly's point, it didn't take me out of the film. It was like, wow, that's bigger than I would have thought. Am I the only one that would have thought this could have been cooler if it was sleazier? Like,
yeah, I think you are. It was kind of refreshing that it wasn't.
But I thought it could have added more to it, like maybe have a boob or two, maybe have a butt, maybe have a Quigley down under. You know what I mean? Show something.
Just go to OnlyFans.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
Yeah, it
then,
doesn't
then
fit.
That would become gratuitous, and you don't want that.
But I think it could have it circumvented so many tropes. It could. This still is still very PG-13 to me, which is fine. But I thought it could have been a little bit by taking those tropes that we rent it at the video store. Right? Not for I mean, once again, we can have plenty of gratuitous content, but maybe a little more swears. Make it a little more.
I think that's just a you
rock
thing.
and
Like,
roll.
I never once thought about that. I actually
Yeah,
liked
me neither.
All right.
the
Yeah,
the tone
I don't
and
think it needed any more coarse dialogue. I think the cursing amount in this movie was fine. It was
okay
in the heat of the moment of things being said. Sure. As far as nudity goes, there's absolutely nothing in here that requires it. Nothing.
It doesn't.
If you had something in there, then it would become gratuitous. And while gratuitous nudity is a lot of fun, it works a lot better in the films of yesteryear. You know, gratuitous nudity nowadays gets picked apart left and right, and it can hurt a film. And I don't think it would have done nothing for this movie if they did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it would have done nothing for it.
Yeah,
It would
I
have
agree.
hurt it.
Yeah, I think the tone and the tenor of it was fine, and I thought it fit. And let me just look at the rating. I'm pretty sure it's rated R. Oh, it's not rated, so obviously they didn't send it. You know, they probably didn't have to send it to the ratings board. But yeah, I mean, yes, it some of the blood and guts is pretty gratuitous at times. Not like to a normie. To us, I don't think so. But it also didn't skimp either. You know, like I feel like it was a good amount for what they were doing. And there was a couple scenes like we talked about earlier, like the cabin scene at the beginning when the massacre starts happening, and then there's just like organs being like tossed at people and goopy blood.
See, that's done. Yeah, but that's done for the sake of comedy. That's
No, I know.
Done for the sake
I
of
actually
horror
thought it was
gore.
great. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, when it's done, when it's over the top and it's done for comedy, that's when it's great.
Yep, it's tough to toe that line.
And exactly, and the gore in this film did that very well.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't over. It was over the top, but it was so over the top that it was comedic.
Yeah,
like Evil Dead 2, the gore in that film is so over the top, it's comedic.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like The Thing.
Right,
you know,
right.
Where the gore is depressing and scary and just nerve wracking. You know, here it's funny. You know, when you see somebody explode and you got a bunch of guts and liver and heart and kidneys coming at you at like 50 miles an hour, that's funny. You know. So going back to the effects, the practical effects here are okay. They're not wonderful. The organs, the liver, and all that, the intestines being thrown around, that's good. The violence, the blood is good. The monsters, though, however, hurt what could have been, because I noticed this immediately right off. I think it was the second monster we get to see, and it has these big white teeth. And they showed a side shot of like the close up of the mouth, and you can almost see the structure in how this thing was built. And it was the only reason why you could see it is because there was a big light shining on it, and that's part of the reason why that it was 98% of these creatures were in the dark, because the effects crew here, I feel, just gave you the representation of a monster and not go full detail. They probably didn't have the budget for that, so they hide it under shadow and darkness, and let your imagination fill in the rest.
And that's the way to do it. You know?
That's the way to do it, but it's got to be done well, and I don't think it was done well here. Everything was dark. Every scene of every creature, every monster in this movie was dark. You couldn't make anything out. And yeah, in the real world that would be more terrifying, but when you translate it to film, it's not all that enthralling. you, I'm straining to see what I'm looking at here because they're all in the shadows, they're all in the darkness, and I want to see something, you know. I want to see more than just an outline with a couple of glimmers of light hitting the body and seeing like a little glistening from either something that's protruding out of their body or something liquidy that landed on them. You know, I want to see more of that stuff, and we just didn't get it here.
All right. I think I think there's some more that we can talk about, but I want to make sure we don't limit our conversation about Sorcerer. So, I think we'll go ahead and jump to the verdict on this one, and we'll find out what everyone thinks about How to Kill Monsters.
Trick or treat, baby.
I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right. It is verdict time. We're going to let you know whether How to Kill Monsters was a trick or a treat, and any final thoughts. Let's start with MZ.
There is a little bit of fun with the swerve that you get to see later on in the film. I did enjoy that. Unfortunately, it just didn't really amount to much. I just felt like the quote-unquote transformation, I guess you could say, it just didn't reach the level that I was hoping for. It's still a well-written movie. It's still a funny movie, and it does have some LOL out loud moments. I did laugh quite a bit here. So the writing is the strength of this film. The performances are good. The technical aspects of this film, however, do hurt the film. Because of that, I'm going to give this a tepid treat.
All right. Michael Ravenshadow.
I had a lot of fun with this picture, man. Again, the as a viewer, the armchair director criticisms were addressed as the movie progressed, and it was fun. I appreciate what they did with their budget. I appreciate all the cast in their roles, circumventing tropes. Um, Again, I do think this is Fisher Price my first horror, but it's pretty fun, and I did really enjoy this. So I give this a treat. Rather. Fuck. What's the good one?
Trick. Treat.
After all these years.
I forgot. Yeah. I like the Carlitos.
All right.
Treat.
All right. For me, yeah, I'll say that this is a treat. It's not like, I think it's slightly more than a tepid treat. So I wouldn't, I just call it a flat out treat. It has limitations. It has budget limitations, and those are very clear while you're watching it. But we've also seen a lot of other really low budget stuff that doesn't look this good. So I feel like they really got their money's worth for whatever they had. They really went a long way. And that's really all you can do if you have a low budget. You just have to understand your limitations and embrace it. And like we talked about, I don't mind the cheesy CGI when it's sort of like makes sense. Like you can see it and you'd be like, oh yeah, of course they're not going to, hire a team of 50 artists to fucking, do this. It's probably one person who's not even getting paid, So, I mean, I totally get it. So, but those are the kind of things that you can easily forgive. But I feel like they did a good job of making it feel like it actually fit. It wasn't sore thumb. It wasn't out of place. But I thought what they did with the practical effects was pretty impressive. And I personally didn't have a problem with the darkness. But not to say that MZ's opinion is wrong. I'm just saying, like, I personally didn't have any issues necessarily with that. So yeah, I think it's a pretty fun one. It's silly if you're looking for something, with some decent gore and monsters, but like like a pretty self-aware script, I guess I'd say. It's not silly in like groan inducing, like it's like actually like kind of meta in that it pokes certain fun at the genre or at itself. So yeah, it's a just straight up treat for me. How about you, Carlitos? Let's make it official.
Yeah, this is a treat. This is the type of movie you want to watch if you're like don't want to hurt your brain too much, just want to have a little fun, little good time. It's a breezy watch. I think it's only like barely an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you just want to see a bunch of monsters, laugh a little bit, have a little bit of gore, have a beer while you watch, or smoke if you're Raven Shadow, you know. This is that type of movie, and yeah, it's a fun movie. I like the cast. I thought the effects were fine. I thought the CGI it was limited in anyway. I don't think it's not like a heavy CGI movie. You get like a few scenes here and there where they show the hole in the ground where the precinct was, and then them and inside the Eldritch world or whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, it's a treat. Give it a watch.
All right. And there you have it. That is our discussion of how to kill monsters. Let's roll right into the next one. Let me pull up the details here. While I do that, actually, why don't you go ahead, Carlitos, and let us know why you picked Sorcerer.
Same reason why I picked How to Kill Monsters. Couldn't wait any longer for Iron Man. But no, well, Linus did mention it during you guys' review of Sarat, which after your guys' review, I actually want to really watch that movie as well. But when he mentioned Sorcerer, I already had it on me. I had the movie. I bought the movie prior to even watching it because I heard so much about it.
Yeah.
And then I finally found a cheap DVD or Blu-ray on Amazon that was cheap enough to just blind buy it. And then after you mentioned, it's like it's time to give it a watch because you guys maybe want to watch Sarat, but this is cheaper. But I'll have Sorcerer because he said it was like similar to Sarat. So I watched Sorcerer and then I go, damn, I got to put this on the show.
Mm-hmm.
After I watched it. So that's really what came about it. Yeah.
And Raven Chat, you hadn't seen this before, right?
No, dude. I didn't even fucking know about it, dog. I know Roy Schneider from fucking Jaws and Blue Thunder. I never saw fucking 52 Pickup. So it was nice seeing Roy Schneider in a different fucking
It's
role.
Scheider, by the way.
Schneider.
Schneider man. Schneider man. All right.
Schneider in this movie? From One Day at a Time?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
Schneider was in this movie.
I wish, yeah.
Be a fucking different ending, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, more upbeat ending. All right. Sorcerer from 1977, rated PG.
Right? Fucking really?
121 minutes. It is directed by William Friedkin, and it is. Let me see here. I know it's based on a book. Well, it's based on a book based on another film. So the novel is The Wages of Fear, written by George Arnaud, I think.
French?
And yes, and screenplay was written by Waylon Green and William Friedkin. And the cast of this film, we have Roy Scheider, not Schneider, Bruno Creamer, Francisco Rabal, Amadou. Amadou.
I'm gonna do that later.
I'm gonna do that. Ramon Bieri, Peter Capel, Carl John, Friedrich von Liedeber, and the great, sweaty, scummy Joe Spinell.
Yes.
That was Joe Spinell.
Yes, it was.
And this is considered a jungle adventure, road trip, survival adventure drama thriller. And
that's what I would call it.
the synopsis: 4 unfortunate men from different parts of the globe agree to risk their lives transporting gallons of nitroglycerin across dangerous Latin American jungle. That's a hell of a fucking synopsis. Imagine like doing the elevator pitch for this and like just telling people like,
Right, like you're on Johnny Carson, like, so tell me about your truck movie. I don't do a Johnny Carson impression, but like,
they're carrying nitroglycerin and you know a big bump and then they're all dead.
that's wild stuff. That's
wacky
No,
wild.
you don't get Johnny Carson. You get Jay Leno for it.
Oh, Jay, what do you think about this film?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I watched The French Connection, and he's telling me here about this movie he's doing called Sorcerer, and I say, hey, what are you talking about? That's crazy. No, that wasn't very good. I gotta work on that.
Great.
All right, so
What do you mean?
all right, Sorcerer. Interesting fact about Sorcerer. Let me just see. I think if I'm not mistaken, I have to. Oh yeah, okay. Do you guys remember Raven Shadow? Let me direct this to you. Do you remember when Star Wars: A New Hope? Well, it wasn't called New Hope when it came out, but do you know when Star Wars came out? Do you remember?
I remember I was a little baby Raven Shadow. Although the crawl did say A New Hope on it. It just was.
Well,
called
right.
Star
It wasn't
Wars, yes.
called that though.
Right. I still call it Star Wars. The first Star Wars.
Yeah, a lot of people do. What's your point?
Do you remember the release date?
Yeah,
Raven Shadow?
it was 77. It was 77.
Yep.
Yeah, well, so it came out May 25th, 1977. And this film...
May the 25th be with you.
Jesus Christ. This film came out June 24th, 1977. So 1 month, basically 1 month later. This did not do well.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean...
What gave it away?
This was...
all the fucking
this
merchandising?
Was Roy, the merchandising, yeah, is the fucking Jewish guy. Is the fucking this guy. Was this Roy Scheider's follow-up to Jaws?
I believe so.
I think it was.
Right?
I'll look
Jaws
it up.
was 74?
Is he right?
Jaws
Class?
was 75.
Also fell in the budget between the two movies.
Yeah.
I'm looking up his filmography. I'll have the answer.
It could be, although I can see why it wouldn't be, because even though he has the starring credit in this film, he's not in it all that much. I mean, the starring credit really is kind of spread out. You know, it's not just Roy Scheider. It's Roy Scheider and everyone else. They all get kind of like equal billing here.
Yeah.
Even
It's
though
like
Scheider
45
gets the
minutes
top
before
credit.
he's in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he did Jaws in 75, Marathon Man in 76, and then Sorcerer in 77.
Marathon Man.
So-
I forgot about Marathon Man.
So
Yeah.
And then
Marathon
probably
Man.
Blue Thunder in 78, probably, right?
That was an 80s movie.
Yeah, it was that was
Blue
83.
Thunder was 81, I think.
83.
Oh, okay.
83.
Okay.
So
With Jaws 2.
yes,
That was 81, I think. No, 79.
78.
78. Shit. Okay, well, fuck me then.
Yeah, well, fuck you then. All right. He was also in All That Jazz in 1979.
1979.
Yep. All right. So let's jump into this though, because I want to give this one a good chat because I think it deserves it. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that this didn't do well at the box office, and Star Wars is kind of to blame. And there's a narrative out there on the internet of like, what if Star Wars never came out, or like if it didn't come out at the same time, and this movie was the one that went on to like spur like copycats, you know,
Action figures?
no, well, not action figures. I just mean like Star Wars obviously inspired a lot of other films and kind of changed filmmaking.
But that point, Wolfie, I think this movie did inspire stuff. It definitely inspired.
But okay,
Sarat.
well, yes, but what I'm talking about is Star Wars levels of inspiration. That they're completely different
Well,
things.
there's no
sure.
way.
Yeah.
There's no way this film could inspire that kind of level the way Star Wars did.
No, I know. I mean, this is like purely hypothetical. I'm just saying, like, if Star Wars never came out, or if it came out at a different time and flopped, like, there just is a narrative online of like this movie could have been more widely known and regarded, as opposed to sort of like a forgotten film to be discovered later. You know,
Sorcerer, the coloring book.
I think.
I mean, I would have bought Tonka trucks of the Sorcerer.
Yeah,
trucks.
yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah, a little 3.5-inch scale Roy Scheider figure. Who wouldn't want that?
So, yeah, I think. Let me also just say this before we jump into first impressions. I think the title of this film did the film a disservice.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because
that's also part of the narrative.
Yeah, exactly. And and that's not. I just wanted to say that wasn't like an original thought. That seems, as Carlito said, that's sort of like the narrative online of like, yeah, like part of why this didn't do so well is like Sorcerer. Like, there's no sorcery in this. People
There's no portals.
Yeah, there's no portals. There's no Eldritch blades.
No He-Men, no Skeletors.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
True.
So I think that had something to do with it as well. But all right, well, let's jump in. MZ, first impression.
I've been wanting to see this movie for the longest goddamn time, and I'm so glad I did. This movie is everything that I've heard about, and then some, and it's all good. It's William Friedkin's style of filmmaking, in particular, his use of sound, is unlike any other film director that I have ever heard in their films. His use of sound in his films is so dynamic. I love it so much. I could listen to it. I don't even have to watch him. I could just listen to him and I'd be just happy and just dozing off to dreamland, dreaming of exorcisms and sorcerers. You know, how great would that be? It's no other director has the style of sound editing like he does. It's incredible. This is a fantastic movie. Roy Scheider is just incredible on screen, and his profile in this film, when they profile him, his face, he has got such a great close-up face, especially from the side, the profile, because you kind of notice it a little bit, but it really comes at you in this film. Is the shape of his nose? It just comes down like a slant, like this, or actually it's like a steep decline. It just goes down like this. It's very, very severe. And it's just a great profile on him, and he's just so great in this movie. And Friedkin, he has this also use of using genuine locations, because this film does take place in Paris. It does take place in Jerusalem. It takes place also in New Jersey, but it takes place somewhere else. I can't remember where. But
I think
all these
Endor, those trees.
It could be. It could be. And just these authentic locations that give it a lot of reality. There's a couple of explosions that we see in this film at the beginning that are very, very. They look dangerous. There's something about the way these explosions look that don't look controlled at all. And Friedkin is out of his freaking mind at this point. He's out of his Friedkin mind at this point, in fact. I think I saw an article with him talking about this film, talking about how he really felt like he was out of his mind doing a few scenes in this film, and we'll be talking about those scenes. But just an absolutely amazing and electric film. I was giving us some thought about what to call this, and I gotta say this is the most high octane, low octane action film I've ever seen. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah,
that's it.
All right, Raven Shadow, how about you?
I mean, this was 1977 filmmaking at its finest, right? I mean, definitely the PG rating when I put it on definitely took me aback. Although this was 1977 PG, and
It's a very violent PG.
Yeah.
Right. Like, although I did notice, I did have the subtitles on. There was a moment where there was like an "F you mother jumper" moment. Like they could have used an F word. It was early on, the first 20 minutes, but like they didn't say. It was like it was definitely like almost like edited for TV. Maybe that's why I got PG. I don't know, but this movie made you work for it. You're getting multiple characters from multiple parts of the world that all convalesce into a shared story and shared journey. Like, I don't know how you could encapsulate what's the word?
Encapsulate.
Is that what I said?
Encapsulate.
Yeah, you were talking about like Casper the Ghost.
Yeah.
Encapsulate.
Encapsulate.
It's encapsulate.
Encapsulate. That's a good one.
There you go.
But like, when all these it's like, a man's journey into fucking. They're all doing fucked up shit. There's bombs. There's fucking embezzlement. There's fucking crimes gone wrong. And when they all end up in this land on this mission, like, what the fuck? Where is this going? And it goes on a journey. You could definitely see that this movie inspired other things, like as we said before. I think it even inspired an episode of the G.I. Joe Sunbow Real American Hero cartoon.
Probably.
Where I think it was Alpine Bazooka and Lady J had to drive this giant truck that had crystals that could explode in a crevasse. You know what I mean? That was a dope one. And Flint was worried for his girl. But you could see where this inspired other stuff. It was a ride.
Literally.
It was a ride. It took a while. But I'm intrigued by this conversation.
So, yeah, I had never seen this either. And obviously I love Friedkin, the stuff I've seen of his. I thought this is a great cast. It's interesting because if this movie were made today, a movie like this, let's say, I feel like they would have cut you could probably cut 30 minutes out of this.
Yes.
Because like each character has their own sort of like vignette, so to speak. Yeah, like where we find out where we find out why they're at this low point in their lives that they find themselves in in this place. But typically you don't get all that all that narrative, all the exposition that we got. It's typically like, a guy will make an offhanded comment and be like, yeah, like I was in a gang, not gang, what was Roy Scheider's character? He was in like a mob hit, that went wrong. And then we have the the French guy who was embezzlement, yeah, like a fucking his finance job. And typically we would just get like almost like an offhand comment, like they'd be sitting in the bar in whatever country they're in, oh, like, yeah, I was doing this, and and this happened, I had to get out of Dodge, but in this they showed it, and these are all like pretty shitty people. Like it's hard to have sympathy for any of them, which is why it's interesting that they went so far to like clue you into who they are. So I thought that was a really interesting choice. I think in this case it worked though, but in other cases, like when we've had I don't know, let's say like a slasher film and someone's gonna die and they have no redeeming qualities, obviously it doesn't make sense to focus on them, because then like you spend all this time like finding out that they're a piece of shit, and then they die, and then you basically you cheer when you should be feeling like sympathy or something usually,
Right.
So I thought it was a really interesting way to go about it. But I think it works, because it shows why all these guys are sort of at this low point in their lives. They're escaping something, and they're also desperate. It sets this like really good tone of desperation, and like even the point where Roy Scheider's character, like they take his ID, and he's like, I need that. He's like, I can't make money without that. And I thought that was like, it was like felt really desperate, where he would do anything to have his ID because he can't make money without it, And it was a fake ID. Dominguez, was that what his name was?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Juan Dominguez, I think his name was.
Yeah, I mean his name was Scanlon, I believe, right?
Yeah.
But they knew that, but that was how he could get his work order in that country.
Right.
This is before the internet. This is before background checks and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean they all had like assumed names, like the Frenchman Victor Manzon was Serrano. Yeah, of course. You're no fucking Serrano, dude.
That's the bets.
So yeah, I thought so it showed the desperation, and I felt like in this situation that made a lot of sense to do. Whereas if it was a different kind of movie, or I don't know, like you almost kind of are rooting for these guys in a way, because we saw like how they're not necessarily good people, but they also were sort of like, if you think about it, they were caught up in their like, I don't know, like their career, like whatever, they get swept up in whatever they were involved in, and things got out of hand, maybe against their own wishes, So they actually may not necessarily be bad people. They just got caught up in bad situations, and they didn't know how to get out of it, or didn't want to.
Well, what do you do? Like, there's a very intense car crash moment.
Right, the Roy Scheider one, yeah.
Right, you're like, fuck. What do you fucking do? I love too how, like, I bet the actors or the characters in this movie are probably between like 20 and 30 years old, but they looked 40 to 50. They were like 1977 30-year-olds.
Right.
Like everyone looks so old.
Yeah. So I think that's why like this goes against like type of what you would normally do for a movie like this, but I feel like it paid off, because you, in a weird kind of way, you do have sympathy for these assholes, these guys who are bad people, who have done bad things, because you kind of like question whether or not they are bad, or if they just got caught up in a bad situation, So, and it also adds to this sort of like redemptive arc of they are trying to do this thing to drive these trucks, because it's basically their ticket out of there, right? Like they're getting what was it, like 20,000 pesos or something? Like, I don't know, like something. They would basically be royalty for her having completed this task if they can. And I just thought that was really, it's kind of like winning the lottery, but you have some control over it as opposed to just buying a ticket and just fucking praying. Like in this, they had some control over some agency over what happens. So yeah, I thought that it was almost like they had to earn redemption. They had to really fucking earn it. And this was sort of their ticket out of here, and maybe to find a better life that on the other side. So yeah, in a way, like you do feel sympathy for these characters, and some more than others. I think what was he? I forget the character's name. Was he Arab? The terrorist, basically the dude who bombed Jerusalem. Like I feel like he, and not because of what he did, but I feel like his character maybe didn't have as much sympathy because of the way he was portrayed in this. But like Roy Scheider, his character, Scanlon, or Bruno Creamer as or Kramer, I don't know if it's Creamer or Kramer, but Victor Menzon, Serrano, I thought like he was someone you actually were kind of rooting for a little bit,
Right.
So yeah, like I think it's a really interesting setup. It's really bold choices in the narrative, and I think it pays off. This movie gets really fucking tense, and that's I think what sort of like the lasting impression of this movie is. Like that bridge scene was unbelievable. So I mean, there's a few like amazing scenes, but that bridge scene was like that's the fucking coup de grace. Like it's crazy. I would love to see it behind the scenes of this to see how they fucking did this. But it's a pretty impressive movie, and it gets a little crazy at the end too. Yeah. So I mean, fuck. This is I understand the reputation of it now. But I also understand the confusion and why it didn't do so hot out the gate, and why it's sort of this gem later on. So, all right, Carlitos, how about you? Obviously, I know you just recently watched this. You knew of its legend, but was there anything else that really jumped out at you on your first watch?
Yeah, I actually wanted to hop on the sympathy of the characters a bit more.
Yeah.
That you were talking about. Like one of the big criticisms early on, at least initially with this movie, was that the characters were fairly unlikable. But as I was watching this movie, I was like, at least two of them are. I want to see him towards the end because, like as you're saying, well, with the Scanlon character, the Roy Schreider character, he was, when he was talking to I think his name was Vinny, his contact or handler or whatever it was that actually sent him down to work in South America.
Right. Yeah.
He was talking, explains like about what was happening. What they did, they robbed another gangsters. What they did, right? Well, for one thing, it's like gangster on gangster violence, but also he was explaining because Schreider's character is part of that gang. He's just the driver.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So he's not there. He's not the aggressor. And he also explained to the guy, well, I don't ever carry a gun when I do these jobs, So like right there, he's like, okay, he's gangster, but he's not a killer, And then with the French guy, from the way I saw it, he's in trouble for embezzlement or fraud, and but also with his discussion with his partner, who, well, I don't want to really say what happens to that guy, but um, it sounded like they tried to do something that was just a bad decision or a mistake that got him in the position that he is now.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, people sometimes make a bad decision. They saw maybe an opportunity and with some risk to it, and it didn't pan out. So of course, and then there was the scene where he's talking to his wife. He obviously loves his wife. They had a good relationship. He doesn't treat her like crap. And they seem to really love each other. So,
Except when he left her in the restaurant.
Yeah.
But
Well,
good
because
reason.
of
Well,
what
that
happened.
was
But
kind of
I mean,
business related.
I think
too,
he had
in a
no
sense.
choice. But
Right.
but yeah, but like, so it's so with them, at least there's 4 guys. So with them, some sympathy. I saw the other 2 guys as basically wild cards. All right, one's an assassin. He's a killer. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna turn on? Especially how the assassin, got into the job.
Yeah.
And then the terrorist, which he's a terrorist. He blows people up, kills people. You don't really want to have sympathy for a terrorist, but he does. And what I also like about the film, with all the characters, is that while they have disagreements, they really work together with everything. Like, there's a scene where they're getting the trucks ready. Like, the trucks are just basically scrap from other trucks and built together. And I just love that montage where they're just working together. And like, I'm a mechanic anyway, so I have a appeal with that kind of stuff.
Very
So
18.
yeah, seeing them work together, switching out parts, switching out motors, and just doing what they need to do to get these trucks up and running, to haul this big junk trucks, to haul this very delicate nitroglycerin. I just seeing them work together throughout all their challenges throughout the film is also what I liked about the film, and makes me want to try to root for them more. So.
All right. I did want to talk a little bit before we get too far away with the score. Tangerine Dream did the score for this, and it's a great fucking score. I actually didn't know that they did the score, but it's really fucking good. And I mean, they've done so many, I don't know, so many classic scores. Between let me see, like Legend, Vision Quest, Firestarter, Risky Business. What else? Thief. This.
Okay.
What else? I thought there's some other big ones. Street Hawk, the TV show, Raven Shadow.
Yeah, boy.
The Park is Mine. Actually, I've never seen that one, but I know about that. That pick, but that flick. But they did that. Yeah. So I mean, they've done 3 O'clock High. Fuck yeah, we love that movie. So they've done a lot of great scores, and this sort of is a little bit reminiscent of. I thought it had like some Blade Runner vibes, which that was Vangelis that did Blade Runner. So I think there's a little bit of influence there as well. But like Vangelis probably got some of it from this, is what I mean. Like, not the other way around. But Vangelis had been doing scores for I think a while before Blade Runner. Let me just look back. Yeah, so he started doing it in like the 70s. Yeah, okay. So started in the 70s and the 80s, but that was like the big, I think Chariots of Fire was like the big breakout for him, and then Blade Runner in 82. So but yeah, I just wanted to call that out first because I thought it was a great score from Tangerine Dream. But what else do you guys want to talk about with this one?
I like the cinematography of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, there were some great shots. Just even some simpler. Just I don't know. I don't know why I always come back to think about it, but that shot where you see one of the trucks in the shadows and you just see its headlights on. And,
oh yeah.
Tangerine Dream's scores just. I was like, man, that's a good shot. Just stuff like that, And then you just got. You guys were talking about drone shots last week.
Oh right,
about
yeah.
Dolly. But this one has helicopter shots doing, they're gliding over the jungle and stuff. And you can tell it's a helicopter because it's not still, it's just shaking a bit, but it still looks great. And it just gives it, it's like one of those films it's polished, but it's doesn't look polished. It's not super clean or anything. It's a very gritty, sweaty, grimy movie, you know.
It is.
It
But it's
really is, yeah.
Yeah, that's
and it's like but it's so well shot and well directed, obviously, that it's just the character of the film, and that's another reason why I like this movie, you know, so much.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Look
There's
at
a certain authenticity about it, especially when you brought up the grimy, sweaty. I mean, it is constant sweat and grime and just it's just a very dirty film.
Yeah.
Uh, you almost want to take a bath after you get done watching it because it's just so in the muck and the mud and just with blood and mud and dirt and insects and everything else, you know. I mean, you know, you go into the towns that they're in, and you know, there's dirt roads, and you know, you feel bad for the dogs and the chickens and the cattle and the goats that are there, you know. Because it's so I guess you could say poverty stricken in that area.
Yeah, it's
and
very
it and
partisan.
it just looks so authentic. It looks so genuine. um but the story itself is also it's got a, you know, a strong political leaning on it as well. You know, they got this dynamite that they got to transport 200 miles through what is it, Nicaraguan jungle, to another party that's trying to overthrow the government there, or something on that idea. I think that's what it was. And there's these 6 cases of highly volatile dynamite,
Nitroglycerin. Yeah,
with
nitroglycerin.
nitroglycerin pouring out of it because the dynamite is so old. So they try to figure out ways to try and transport it. They're like, no, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work because there's too much rattling around. They get these 2 big trucks, each one carrying 3 cases each, and they're heavily padded and everything. So hopefully nothing happens to them. Well, the journey through there, and how you know, Surratt taking from this film is highly influential, um, and highly referenced. Uh, and them trekking through the jungle the way they do, and coming across, you know, obstacles and dealing with each other, and which is one of the bigger obstacles, is dealing with each other. Um, because they realize what they have to do. You know, they're getting along, but when you're traveling 200 miles in a Nicaraguan jungle, you know, sooner or later you're going to get on each other's nerves.
What
and
the
that
fuck?
and that does happen, and that does happen.
Right.
And the I'm holding my breath when they just get started and they're trying to cross the first bridge, and they show a lot of low ground shots aiming up, kind of angular towards the wheels of towards the tires of the trucks, and you could see the wood just cracking underneath the weight. And I'm just sitting back and I'm holding my breath, and I'm like, oh man, what? They're already giving it to us real early, you know. And by the time we get to this part, I mean, we're well an hour into this film, because there's this whole, you know, backstory on each one of the 4 guys that are in on this trip. Uh, Very well detailed, by the way. But the first time we get to see them and they're traveling off, and one of them is like, you know, guiding the truck, and he's like, I ain't moving, guiding the truck, and you're holding your breath. It's just, and it's just the way it's shot. The editing in this movie is, oh, nah, chef's French kiss. You know, really.
I just want to read a couple things real quick about from Friedkin. So, in regard to the title of the film, originally his working title was Ball Breaker. I think I don't. That must have been the name of one of the trucks, because one of them's called Sorcerer. That's where the name came from. Is one of the trucks was called Sorcerer, and the other one was called Lazaro. So those are the names of the two trucks.
Some Ronaldo.
Rufus and Ronaldo. So, and Friedkin said that he thought the title fit the film's theme. He says the sorcerer is an evil wizard, and in this case, the evil wizard is fate. The fact that somebody can walk out of their front door and a hurricane can take them away, an earthquake or something falling through the roof, and the idea that we don't really have control over our own fates, neither our births nor our deaths. It's something that has haunted me since I was intelligent enough to contemplate something like it. And he sort of went on in another interview and said, I wasn't prepared for my success or failure. I felt buffeted by fate without any control over my destiny. That's one of the themes of Sorcerer. No matter how much you struggle, you get blown up. It's about revenge, vengeance, betrayal. This is how I feel about life. Life is filled with betrayal, false promises. Fate is waiting around the corner to kick you in the ass.
Show us on the truck where life hurt you.
I think he did.
You can almost hear that in Friedkin's voice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the this is the last thing I'll read here. It says, in the director's opinion, the premise of The Wages of Fear, both the novel and the first film adaptation, seemed to him a metaphor for the world being full of strangers who hated one another, but if they didn't cooperate, if they didn't work together in some way, they would blow up. The screenwriter said that he and Friedkin wanted a cynical movie where fate turns the corner for the people before they turn it themselves. Additionally, their intention was to write a real movie about what we thought was the reality of Latin America and the presence of foreigners there today. So, yeah, just, some interesting thoughts about the title and, just sort of some of the themes. Man, yeah, I feel like there's so much lore and like stories about this. I'm sure with the Criterion. Did you watch the Criterion version, Carlitos?
I have not. I bought it was just the plain Blu-ray.
Okay.
But after watching this movie, I went ahead and bought the Criterion.
Oh, nice.
So
I would imagine that
but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay. I imagine the Criterion must have some extras, so I'd be curious about.
I know there's an interview on there where Friedkin talks about it. So I have to go through that, but I haven't yet. I was hoping to before the show, but I wanted to watch Wages of Fear before that, so I went and watched that instead.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
How was that compared to this?
Well, Wages of Fear is a major classic, and it has its own Criterion. The setup with the characters there's more of it, so it's easier to follow and to see where they get to. They're already there, and you don't really get the background, but they explain through dialogue how they get into that situation. Also, all the characters are very different. I actually felt that they were more unlikable than sorcerers. Almost none of them were fairly likable. The lead kind of treated his lover like shit, and then the older guy in the film, he came in as like this Godfather type character, but he turns out to be a coward. The other two, they didn't really touch upon too much on the character, so they actually seem to be okay, but it's still a tense movie. I don't know if it's recency bias or not, but I still found Sorcerer to be more tense.
Yeah.
But there's definitely scenes in there. What I was actually impressed with Wages of Fear was the performances in that movie. It seemed very ahead of its time. So I would actually recommend watching that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no crazy bridge. Oh, there's some scenes, but no crazy bridge.
No crazy
like what we see in Sorcerer. But she's
yeah.
we'll talk about it more. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch, especially after watching Sorcerer.
All right. We will have to, unfortunately, start to wrap this up because we're getting late here. Anyone else got anything specific? I do want to maybe talk about that bridge scene a little bit more before we wrap.
We got to get to that.
Yeah.
We got to get to that. Let's get to that, please.
Let's do it. All right. So
yeah.
Go ahead, MZ, then. What do you want to say about it?
Yeah, well, they realize that they got this bridge that they have to cross, and this bridge, while is wide enough for the truck to pass, is in real rough shape.
Yeah.
And is in horrifyingly rough shape. And they tried to pass. Oh my God, cat. They try to pass this bridge with all these slats that are missing from it. There's runners on the sides where the wheels can go on, but the shape of the extension from one tree to the other, and they're held by trees, by the way.
Yeah.
In this torrential rainstorm, I mean, rain is just coming down in buckets, and trying to go over this rushing river that's just a few feet underneath them. And you got Scheider. He's driving the truck, and his passenger is out guiding him. And it is just hold your breath excitement. It's slow moving, but man, is it exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Because
you talking about
as he's driving, huh?
Are you talking about the second truck? Because
I'm talking about Scheider's truck, which was the first.
Okay. I was gonna say that both were really well done, but the second one with like getting caught up in the tree and the guy he couldn't see the guy directing him any longer.
Because he fell between the slats. He fell in the river. He's trying to climb back up. He's climbing back up, but the guy doesn't see that he's climbing back up because he didn't know he fell in, and so he's like getting close to getting run over.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's absolute insanity. Just the way this thing is shot is crazy. How the hell Friedkin did it is, or even the stunt people involved, is absolutely insane. It's absolutely bonkers, this scene. And it's continuous. It goes for like, what, maybe 15, 18 minutes?
Yeah, it
is absolutely jaw-dropping how Friedkin made this scene work. It's so intense. So intense.
I let an audible whoo after it was all over.
Right?
Yeah. I was like, whoa, damn. It's like that was amazing.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
I haven't either. I mean, if there's something that lives up to the hype about how tense that scene is, because that's all I ever hear when you hear about this movie, that it lives up, if not more so.
Yeah, it absolutely lives up.
And what's great about it, there's a build up to it, up to the end. Like you were talking about the first bridge. There's like 3 bridge scenes, right? But you missed the road part where they start driving and they're driving at the edge and there's dirt falling from under the tires. As their team get to the first bridge, and then you get to the first tense bridge where the guy in the dry, what's called the dry bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all rotten, and then they get through that, and almost like next scene is this bridge, which is imagine Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom bridge, just roadside size,
right?
And then they have to drive these heavy trucks over it, through this
all
raging
about that,
river in the middle of a monsoon.
Yeah.
So amazing. So crazy.
Yeah, it's and the thing is, like, we already kind of talked about this, but just to sort of like remind, they're carrying nitroglycerin, like one sort of like bump that's like a little bit too big and they're fucking gone. You know, and also, actually after the bridge scene, I love that little fucking contraption that guy made,
Right.
with like the
The
sandbag.
tree.
Yeah, to blow up the
Oh,
tree.
yes.
That was,
Yep.
I thought that was awesome. Like, that was such a cool scene, and see him fucking blow that tree up so they can like drive right through it, basically.
Well, that was what was so great about those featurettes at the beginning of the film, is that not only does it show off their strengths, but it also
Right.
shows off their weaknesses as well, and that gets showcased throughout the rest of the film.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Man, I feel like we could say so much more about this.
We have to get to like, well, we don't have to talk about it, but like get into detail about it, but like the turn towards the end, the sudden
Oh, like the
explosion.
big the Charles Durning point, so to speak, like
Yeah.
like where things all of a sudden like
And then towards the end, and then and then that's when things really start to look dire. you know?
yeah, that was.
This is almost a 50-year-old movie.
I think we can.
I love
yeah,
the
yeah.
line. Can I have this dance?
Right, yeah, at the end. The it is, and it did have like a Surratt moment, right? Like where with the truck and Surratt, what happens? You know, I won't say because I know Carlitos hasn't seen it, but you know, there's something that happens there. But I think not only does that this you know, Surratt take inspiration from it, I think it like kind of takes something specifically from it without being too specific. You know, you guys know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, this is something like, imagine being like one of the few people to see us in theater, you know, like when it hit.
Man.
Right, it's like you wanted to go see Star Wars, it's all sold out.
Sold out, yeah.
I
I guess I'll see Sorcerer.
Sorcerer is kind of like a Jedi.
Yeah. You know what? I'll put that bridge scene over anything that Star Wars had to offer as far as excitement goes.
Slow it down.
No.
You're embarrassing yourself in front of Carlitos.
I don't think so.
We do.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
Thank you.
Oh
See,
shit!
Yeah. Yeah, Carlitos knows. You know, dude.
All right.
I'm not a Star Wars hater or anything, but it's like, man, that's
Yeah.
that bridge scene is amazing.
Yep. No camera tricks there. No CGI.
I can touch upon it on a bit.
No
'cause
miniatures.
I did find out some information how they did that. They actually built that bridge with hydraulics. So all
They
that
kill those guys.
that's all hydraulics, and the truck was attached to the bridge, so obviously it wouldn't tip over.
Oh,
So
very
okay.
that's how they did that.
Interesting. Yeah.
And
yeah.
the water, so in the water under it, that's all pumped water. That's not like when they went down there, the river they wanted to film over dried up.
Oh wow.
And so instead of, I don't know how they did it. This is just what I
Crazy.
saw some YouTube videos on it and stuff, and then read other things about it. But none of them really explain how he did it. But they somehow pumped out water to get the rushing water under the bridge while they did all that. And then I guess when they had to film another part of that scene, they actually had to dismantle the bridge and build it somewhere else to do it again.
Jesus Christ.
So that's kind of how they did that scene.
And I mean, that's something I just love about film is like you have to go to great lengths to show something like this. But nowadays, like, I feel like what they would do is they'd probably put it on a sound stage and have like use like the volume or even a green screen in the background, and they could completely control it, put it in like a pool or something, you know, like, I mean, that's all cool. I mean, if you can get it to look good, however you can do it. But like, this was fucking like ingenuity, and like they were in a real fucking jungle, like trying to make this work. You know, it's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. And to get that scene on film and to be able to watch it like almost 50 years later is crazy, you know?
Well, right. There's one scene where a cat is like on a tree, like he was in fucking Avatar.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's like obviously just happenstance, right? Like
they scouted. There's a big fucking tree. Let's film here. They didn't
yeah,
do it in
yeah,
post.
yeah. All right, I think we got to do the verdict on this one. Unfortunately, we don't need the music. Let's just get right into it. MZ, what say you of Sorcerer?
This is a big time treat for me. I love this, and I will be picking it up on Criterion. I gotta have this. Just a fantastically edited. The editing, my God, I fucking love the editing in this movie because they go in some areas in editing that I wasn't expecting. Uh, Brilliantly acted, brilliantly directed. Cinematography is top notch. Uh, Low octane, high octane action film. You got to see it. You have to see it. You owe it to yourself.
All right, Raven Shadow.
No, I agree with MZ, man. You know, it's fucking real people doing real things. And this is a great
real
bookend.
fucking insane things.
Yeah, real fucking insane things. What you did in fucking 77. What the fuck?
Yeah, you drove a truck with nitroglycerin in the back that could blow up at any
It's
moment.
what you did. It's what you fucking did. No seatbelts, motherfucker. You know what I mean? This is legit. OSHA wasn't there. OSHA's not walking in that door. There was no fucking stunt coordinators. Drive the fucking truck up the bridge, motherfucker. We have fucking. It's gonna be dark in 10 minutes. Treat.
All right. Yeah, this is a big treat for me. It's obviously it's just a crazy movie. Like I kind of like MZ's was it low octane, high octane, or high octane, low octane, whatever you said.
That's good. Yeah, it's good.
Because it is an action movie ultimately, but it's not like it's like heart attack, like fast paced stuff. It's right. Very like kind of like water torture. Right. Yeah, it's like water torture. Right. It's like slow drip with like intensity. And I feel like when they get to that bridge scene, and that's not that's not even the fucking part. Well, it might be the craziest part, but it's not like the pinnacle. It's not like the height of the film. There's still a lot more to go after that. But that's just the most intense scene. And I feel like it by seeing the vignettes that they have, like the featurettes of these characters, I feel like it adds a lot more gravity to the situation. And, I feel like that's a very careful balance because other people make a film like this and that doesn't work. But in this, it absolutely works. And I think it adds a lot more gravitas to the situation. So, yeah, treat. It's I'm glad I saw it. So appreciate you recommending it, Carlitos, because this was definitely one of the ones that I have been meaning to mark off my list, and I never did. So I'm really glad that we did it. But Carlitos, why don't you make it official and give us your verdict?
Yeah, real quick, couple of or not really a couple, but flash facts here. This movie cost about $22 million.
Flash facts.
$22 million to make. By contrast,
wow,
Star Wars cost $11 million. So this had twice the budget as Star Wars.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it bombed.
Yeah.
So you can see how big. But just wanted to get that out there. But yeah, I mean, this is okay. So you know how some people say cinema is dead.
Yep.
It's probably because they don't make movies like this anymore, or at least in Hollywood, And yeah, because it's this movie's just really great, and yeah, I loved everything about it. So yeah, it's a big treat for me.
All right, well there you have it. Treats all around for Sorcerer. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. This is like one of those you even if you haven't even heard of it, like, because I'm sure there's some circles where people aren't even familiar with this movie, but it's one of those that's like must be seen to be believed because, especially that just I mean the movie is good as it is, but just that one bridge scene or the two bridge scenes, I guess, are just fucking crazy. Yeah, it's movies like this. I don't know there'll ever be a movie that gets made again like this in this way, you know? So yeah, see it, check it out. Yeah, as was mentioned, there's a Criterion disc of it. So yeah, check it out. Sorcerer, William Friedkin. He's out of his freaking mind. Okay, we're gonna wrap up here. We got one voice message, but before we do that, next week on the podcast, we're gonna be checking out a film that I think we're all kind of eager to do. We did a coming attraction reaction a couple months ago, and it just hit VOD, I think last week. And that
Iron
movie,
Lung.
What's that? Iron Lung? No, yeah. And that movie is from Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Fuck yeah.
The Bride.
Yeah, dude.
I know MZ's been jonesing for this one, right, MZ?
Thanks. I have.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll check out The Bride. I know there's been some mixed feelings about this one out there, apparently. So we'll check it out, and we'll be watching The Bride. And if you guys want to play along at home, feel free to check it out. Send us a voice message, podcast at trickortreatradio.com. I believe this is still premium VOD. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to pony up the big bucks for this one if you want to watch it. Or see it in the theater. It's probably still playing in some theaters. Yep. Maybe.
Oh, good.
Let me just see here if... Yeah, it is still premium VOD, so you can get it basically anywhere you can get VOD. It's a $19.99er. So, you know, hey, make a party of it. All right, so that's next week. We do have a voice message, and let's cue this bad boy up. We're going to hear from Joshua Libre.
Yo, what up, Trick or Treat Radio? Yo, what up, Carlitos? Had to call in and leave a voicemail for the Carlitos Patreon takeover with a great pick of Sorcerer. I'm so happy you got Carlitos. You picked that. I love Sorcerer. It's an amazing movie. I just recently saw it, like maybe a few years ago. You know, I've never seen it before. I've heard about it, never seen it until recently. And yeah, let me just right off the bat, this movie to me is a masterpiece. This is an amazing movie. This is a capital letters movie. You know, this is a movie. This is a big balls movie making. You know, yeah, I just remember while I'm watching this movie, I'm just thinking to myself, like, how the fuck did they do this? Like, how much time planning went into this shit, because it's amazing when you see it on screen, you know. And I'm just thinking, man, this must have been a bitch to shoot. This must have been hell, you know, for the cast and crew and everyone involved, you know, just from, you know, all the different locations, just the way the scenes play out, the set pieces. It's all amazing, but you can see, man, this must have been a real challenge, you know, yeah, and just like from just doing real basic online search, you know, in Wikipedia, you can see how grueling it was to make this movie. You know, according to Wikipedia, it says it was a 10-month production schedule. Not 10 months for like pre-production and end production and like just production itself was 10 months, which is fucking nuts. That's ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you know, half the crew was hospitalized at some point. Motherfuckers are getting malaria. Freaking says he lost 50 pounds.
Whoa.
I think Dick Bush, the cinematographer, he was unfortunately fired, because he just did not want to reshoot some of these scenes that were so difficult to shoot.
No shit.
They had to end up getting another cinematographer to finish it. It just sounds fucking crazy. And we all know how the famous troubled shoot of Steven Spielberg's Jaws, I'm sure by this point everybody knows the all the shit that went down. And when they asked Roy Scheider, Roy Scheider said that shooting Jaws was a picnic compared to shooting shooting a Sorcerer, which is saying a lot, and kind of tells you how fucking crazy making Sorcerer was. But yeah, it's all on screen. You can see it there in every single frame. It's just amazing. And I'm hoping that maybe next year, when it's the 50th anniversary, they do like some type of theatrical re-release. But I would just suggest that they don't release it around the same time as the Star Wars 50th anniversary because they're going to be going through, they're going to be having flashbacks. I would probably stay away from the Star Wars 50th anniversary, but it would be dope if they show Sorcerer for the 50th anniversary in theaters. That would be great. Hopefully, that can go through. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, Sorcerer, amazing. I can't wait to hear you guys talk about this movie. I'm just super curious to hear what you guys think. Great pick by Carlitos. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for the time. Have a great show. Talk to you later. Bye.
Man, I feel like we got the director's commentary right there a little bit. That was good.
Shit. That kid's the best.
Thank you,
There needs to
Joshua.
be a documentary on the making of this movie.
Oh man, absolutely. Actually, I would be very surprised if there isn't one, or if one hasn't isn't in production or something like that. Let me look and see, because that would be. Yeah, it looks like there's behind the scenes stuff like on YouTube, but I don't think there's like an official. Yeah. What is this? It's like just a podcast movie. I guess has their own podcast. But anyways, yeah, there's stuff out there if you want to find it. Nothing official. But yeah, there's some stuff out there. So, all right, well, we got to wrap up. It is almost midnight here on the East Coast. I know MZ is going to turn to a Blumpkin, which I don't blame him, because I'm also very tired. I'm on like 5 hours of sleep tonight. So, let's see. We got all the voice messages. Let me just check the chat. I don't think we have anything else that we haven't read. Anything else for you guys?
Nope. Not really.
All right. Carlitos, this is your opportunity. If there's anything you want to bring up, promote, talk about, I don't know, talk shit about, whatever you want. Platform's yours, my friend.
Well, let me just get on my pedestal. No, just a quick PSA in regards to like Wages of Fear. Definitely watch. Make sure there's 4 versions based off this book. Wages of Fear, which one's Sorcerer, of course, and then you have the 1953 movie Wages of Fear, which I do recommend. Definitely check that out. So if you definitely like Sorcerer, check that one out. Do not watch. I haven't seen it yet. I might hate watch it, but for all intents and purposes, maybe you want to skip out the Netflix version of Wages of Fear. Came out a couple years ago, and it looks like the opposite of Sorcerer as far as the filmmaking goes. It looks like Fast and Furious meets the premise of this movie. Yeah, so I may and then there was like an actual unofficial American remake called Violent Road, starring forgot his name, the actor's name, but he was Hardcastle and McCormick.
Nice.
That actor, he was playing the lead in that.
Hmm.
It's called Violent Road. I tried to see if it was on YouTube for free, but no, I don't think so. But that one's kind of a little hard to find. So, but if you guys got the means to do so, try to look through that. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but looks like more of a boring type film, 50s Hollywood 50s movie. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I got
Vin
nothing.
Diesel, Mark Wahlberg in Sorcerer remake.
Vin Diesel, Mark Wahlberg
the remake's French,
in Wizard.
So, French like the original or the 53 version is French too.
Yeah,
it also takes place in South America, so it's not.
Okay, yeah, I just looked it up. The Wages of Fear it was a Netflix. It is a French film from 2024. It got pretty bad reviews. I'm just looking. One of the featured reviews on IMDb is, "I made it 7 minutes in." ... That was it. So
yeah, it sounds horrible.
That person did
horrible.
it, so you don't have to, I guess.
I heard they shoot at the trucks filled with nitroglycerin. That's like how
Jesus.
stupid the action is.
Oh man. All right, so there you have it. Carlitos, as always, my friend, that was a blast. You brought some good fucking flicks, man. Like I know we've all wanted to see Sorcerer, and I'd never even heard of How to Kill Monsters. So some good picks here, my friend, and it's always a blast hanging out with you and having you join the show. And you know, we've talked about this in the past, but like I feel like you know, like we've been buds for a while. Like whenever you talk about like what's going on with your family, like I think we all just get excited and feel like it's like, you know, kind of an update on like you know, a relative's family or something. So yeah, glad to hear you and everyone's doing great on your end of things. So yeah, thanks man for all your support and your friendship over the years. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I've been through all the changes and everything.
I know.
Still here.
Yeah, you're one of the crazy ones.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, we should wrap it up. So let's say goodbye and say goodbye to Carlitos. MZ.
All right, arrivederci, douchebags. Carlitos, good seeing you again, buddy. Thanks a lot.
You.
Raven Shadow.
I mean, Carlitos, what gave it away, man? We love you. Much love to you and your family. Thank you for your friendship in real life and support over the years. Love you, man. And for this time, for next time, live fast, love hard, and enjoy the guild.
All right. So, yeah, that is going to wrap up the episode. So, you know, like we said already, huge thanks to Carlitos for the support and for picking some pretty fucking cool flicks. If you guys have seen Sorcerer and you hear this episode at any point, just call in the show and let us know what you thought. I'd love to hear some more opinions on Sorcerer. And just a reminder, there is you guys can reach out to us using fan mail, which you know, just wherever you listen to the show on whatever podcast player, you can go ahead and text or send a voice message right directly from there, just above the show notes. It should say text or voice. So there you go. That's going to do it. We'll see you guys next week for...
One quick thing.
Yep.
One quick thing. Someone else to say something. Banana finger.
Oh, shit!
I'll see myself
out.
Oh shit, that was totally worth it.
That's the best.
Oh man, that's amazing. The music ran out, but that's worth it. So yeah, next week we'll do The Bride. So yeah, that's it. See you guys next week. Have a be safe out there. Look out for people posing as doctors that look like Jesus. Don't go see them. They don't accept your insurance.
Heavy orange makeup.
The copay will kill you. So yeah. If the shit smell doesn't kill you, the copay will.
Keep your children away from them too.
All right, that's it. We'll see you guys next week.